In this video, I'm going to attempt to build a super cozy farming base in hardcore Minecraft. This will of course include a bunch of different farms for various crops, a barn for all of my animals, and even a custom windmill. So be sure to stick around to see how this base turns out, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright everyone, welcome back to another 100 days, and today, honestly, we might be doing my coziest 100 days yet. I want to build a farming base, complete with all the crops, I guess that I can find, but, you know, just in general, I'd like to get a lot of them. I need, like, sugarcane and wheat and carrots and a village! This is a great start for that. Okay, hold on. Let's get over to this village real quick and see what it's all about. I do see some pumpkins down there. I do want some of those. That's great. Hay bales are a great start. Hello? Anybody got... Oh my gosh, you scared me so bad, big bro. So basically, I just want to find a bunch of the crops inside Minecraft and see if I can farm them and build like a really cool little comfy base around it. That's my idea. Oh, baby. We'll take. We're off to a good start. We got potatoes already. I do see a farmer, so there must be a farm up there. Let's get our tools and stuff set up. Let's not start off dawdling for no reason. We found a village, which is a perfect start to this, and I need to find more stuff. So we're going to get our tools, get some cobble, and get to tearing up this village. I'm glad I found one of these, so this was going to be my biggest challenge, was figuring out where to find beetroot. It, like, doesn't naturally spawn anywhere except villages. So being able to find a village off bat is cool. I just really need to hope that this village has beetroot. I need to find as many crops as I can, and right now I only have potatoes. I'm going to destroy that iron golem here in a second. Oh, I should make a hoe. Hold on, it'll be really good to get my, boom. Okay, now we're all set. Let me go fight this iron golem. You have something that I want. Ugh, come on. Yes, baby. Yeah. Nice. He gave me 4 iron? That's so sick. Wait, that means I can make a bucket and I can make a shield. Dude, yeah, amazing start to this. And this should work. Yeah, lower shield. So I can understand that shields may get really annoying, so I installed something that makes my shield lower on the screen so that when I'm holding it, you guys aren't, you know, having to see that. Wheat, potatoes, carrots, that's perfect. Any beetroot? Did I just pick up beetroot seeds? I did. Oh, dude. What a start. Yeah, this is perfect for us. Okay, I'm gonna completely clear these guys out. I mean, they don't need it. I do. I am not hurt about removing as much of their land as I can to make my life easier. Don't think I need any sheep. I'm going to need some bread from the village here in a second. There was a lot of hay bales, so that's cool. There's a lot of villagers over here. Ooh, wait, that looks like a nice plot of land on there. We might settle up near the village, honestly. So in an ideal world, I just thought I saw something. Spruce. Oh, yes. Okay. In an ideal world, we find like a really small, or not like a small, a relatively flat, like plains area to build on. Because all of our farms are going to need, like, a space to be, and the less terraforming I have to do for that, the better, dude. I'm here to build cool stuff and get a lot of crops growing, like the farmer I am. Oh, I didn't even know this was, like, a thing. I'll take it. I think that's all the houses and hay bales here. That's okay. Honestly, they set me off really... Oh, wait. Well, hold on. God, dude, the villages are setting me up really good. All right, I see what looks to be a ruined nether portal. Pumpkins, firefly bushes. I see some sugarcane, which I do want. Let's head down there real quick. I want to go get spruce, I think, before I dedicate myself to my farming life. And I know that there's spruce over the mountain over here, so let's go grab that real quick. You know me, dude. If you've been around this channel long enough, you're very painfully aware. I'm a man who loves to build with spruce. It's just my thing. I love it. I think all the wood from spruce looks good. I think you cannot go wrong building with it, so we're going to. In an ideal world, I'm able to snag a couple saplings. Doesn't have to be like a ton, but at least I would like to get 4 of them so that I can build big old trees. And honestly, I think the podzol might look good, like for walkways. I've never really messed with it as a walkway item, but I think we should give it a shot. Dude, I mean, we've got... Oh, whoa. That's a big cave. I don't know how readily I am to go into a cave yet, but we might explore a little bit. There's some coal here. It is about to be nighttime. Maybe we'll sleep. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of coal here. I don't need a lot. Okay, wait. Before I get too deep in this, let me go to bed real quick. It's nighttime. Let's head to sleep, and I'll explore that cave in the morning. Let's grab our stuff. Let's get in here real quick. When we go like full on caving, I do have like a gamma thing that'll help us to, you know, brighten up the caves just a little bit further. But I think for something just like this surface level stuff, not gonna be a problem. I'm trying to keep an eye out for any hosties. That's short for hostile mob for you that don't know. called hosties. Yeah, I made it up. That should be enough. Let's come down here a little bit and see if we got any, like, iron we can find, maybe. Ooh, a lush cave also would be awesome. I would love to get moss. Azalea bushes are just a good design option, but also they just look nice. Could grab some of this copper. I don't know how, like, dead set I am on that. Yeah, there's nothing else really down here. This is a pretty small cave. That's fine. Let's get our fill of coal. That way we can, you know, make lanterns later, torches for now, so on and so forth. Coal is just really useful. It'll help us to smelt stuff as well. All right. Let's get the frig out of here, dude. Oh, it's a flower forest. That could be useful to a degree. Thank you, thank you. I will take these. Appreciate it. I'm gonna cut a couple of these down. No reason not to, and it, you know, I'm gonna be building with it. So I'm gonna need a lot of it. Oh gosh, we got a lot of saplings, a good amount of wood. I just knew that this would happen, bro. Vines. Oh, I need shears for that. But I do need vines. I mean, that's like technically a crop, right? Like we can all agree. Ooh, cherry wood. Yeah, I mean, let's go over there and try to get some. Yeah, I think so. Kind of stinks that that village didn't have any bundles, because that would have really helped me in this early, like the early game, the first couple of days that I've been playing. That way I could guarantee that I had access to some stuff. Or I had just more inventory to farm some stuff in general. I don't really care about birch. Clearly overhated, but still not very good looking compared to oak, dark oak, and spruce. Dude, you know what? I used to be a staunch dark oak enjoyer. I'll be honest, as of late, because I've been building with so much spruce and just using it all the time, I don't have a lot of access to dark oak, and honestly, like, it's not like that hot of a wood. I'll say it, dude. If anyone's got to say it, it'll be me. Okay, I don't need a lot of this wood. This is a ton of saplings, so this is fine. Let's just stop there while we're ahead. So I'm trying to get a general idea of kind of where we are. Holy cave, bro. Oh my gosh. Ripstone cave. Any chance that it's lush? Mobs galore down here. Oh my goodness. I don't see any moss, so let's not risk our lives. I don't even have I don't have any armor on yet. Copper or otherwise. More cherry is cool. I don't know that it's necessary. Let's go grab these pumpkins real quick, though. They absolutely are necessary. I'm gonna have to build in a biome where a bunch of mobs can spawn. I think that is obviously got to be part of our base, is having mobs. You know, you're a farmer, bro. You got mobs and crops. Okay, so I think our best bet is to probably just head back over to where we were, although I do love how flat this is. I do like how flat this is. Let's just head over here. Maybe, you know, who knows? I could always, you know, settle where I started and live a comfy life, but where's the sense of adventure in that? Watch this. Adventure. The top of this mountain, I mean, it's super flat up here. There's not a lot going on. You could genuinely put a base up here. Oh, another village. Oh, okay. Hold on. This doesn't open us up to more crops. I think I have every crop a village can provide me, but it does give me access to more iron. Wait, I really like this little area too. Like in a valley? That's kind of sick, no? Wait, maybe we build here. This is really nice. Flatten this out a little bit. Put like a nice whole base here. Dude. Wait, it's kind of sick, actually. Okay, it's okay. Let's keep, you know, we'll ponder this while we walk. You know what I mean? Don't see any of the houses that are typically pretty good. If I recall, these don't actually have anything in them, right? There's no, like, chests or anything. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I could take a brewing stand. I don't really have a purpose for a brewing stand right now, though. Okay, so these guys have, like, 3 churches, no library. Who's reading here, dude? Who's your blacksmith? How are you getting stuff? Where'd that iron golem go, boys? Anybody seen Big Eye? Oh, here he is. You just gonna stand there and take it, huh? I really need my axe to not break here. Ugh. Okay, all right. I think with our newfound iron, here's what we should do. First off, let's make shears. And I gotta get rid of something, bro. Let's make our shears real quick. That way, oh, I need to make a new axe too. So we have some shears now. This will mean that we can go ahead and get the vines if we run across them. I blocked this off so villagers wouldn't bother me in my bed, because they tend to do that. But now I need to figure out where I want to live. I think we've spent enough time kind of traveling around this world. Let's think about this. I do like this area. I would have to terraform quite a bit of it, but this up here looks pretty nice too. Let's head over this way and see, you know, what's good, what's popping and locking. Should I go ahead and demolish these horses for leather? I'm gonna need bookshelves eventually, I guess, right? I did not realize you were with child. I am so sorry. If I had known, you know what I mean? Oh, I am so getting Bruce Wayne later. Oh, God. I'm just not dead set. I just don't know that I'm loving the vibe I'm getting from the space that I'm in. I'm a man who works mostly off vibes. Has it served me well in my life? Probably not. That was weird. That was a weird voice crack because my voice is so deep. It's so strange that that happened. Anyway. No iron, whole lots of copper. Really super annoying. But it's okay. We're not dedicating ourselves to caving just yet. The base could be on one of these big mountains, but honestly, I do like a little flatter of it. Ooh, like that right over there. Wait, that looks perfect. There's even sand over there, which is so good because I do want to be making windows at some point. Dude. Oh, gosh. I'll tell you, I mean, I thought that hole was going to be deeper. I thought I might have just lost the world there for a second. Split second in my mind, I was like, it's over. That was it. Okay, heart's racing. This is a good thing. Sometimes you need to feel adrenaline surge through your veins, dude. You can't just sit and be, you know, sedentary your whole life. Sometimes you got to get the blood flowing. Yeah, I like this area a lot. Let's build here. I think it's sick. I think it's really, really cool, actually. Oh, the ice spike's less cool. Dang, really, man? Okay. This area might be nice, but I want the area around my base to look good too. Let's head over here. This is also pretty flat, and I need to get the sugarcane anyway. It's cool. It's cool. We have a space over here if we need it, which I think is sick. I'm kind of messing with the idea of like potentially like a little docking and boating area tied to the farming base, like a little fisherman hut maybe. I really am torn on where I want to build over here. I don't like the ice spike biome. I'd like to get away from that. Is that a village I was already at or a new village? That's certainly a new one, right? Unless I just went around the mountain I started on, in which case this is not new and that nether portal is just one. I actually think I just went in a big circle. Traveling for days and I just went in a giant circle. Okay, let's set up shop right over here. Let's not pretend like I didn't just go in a giant circle for a couple days and found nothing that I enjoyed too much. So I think we just do it here. Let's start by clearing out some of this space and putting some stuff down. So we're gonna start our base here maybe. Get some of this dirt out of the way and fill some holes and clear out a space. And we can, you know, pop our stuff down and do what we need to. Let's get some of our trees planted. Probably over here, and then we can work on figuring out kind of what we want to do base-wise. I literally walked down here with no saplings in hand like a big, dumb idiot. Hold on. Okay. You know what? That's kind of the first of our farms, right? That's kind of a decent start. I have an idea for my starter base. I want it to be something kind of quaint, cozy. Here's the big thing. I need more oak wood, so I'm going to go bind this one. And I also need a bit of cobblestone. Specifically, what I actually need is stone bricks. So let's also get started on like digging into like a mountain or the ground or just getting cobblestone in some format, and then we can start our base. And I think I have a cool little idea. Now, here's something that I would like to do. And that is, I want to get some of these animals in some pens real quick. And then you can put a block right here that I can lead the animals into. We can grab sheep real quick since there's a lot of them nearby. And then we will grab cows and pigs as well. Can you guys get in this? That's one of you. Dude, get in the pen! Get in there, get in there. Get it. Thank you. Nice. Okay, night is falling. Let's head to bed. And in the morning, we start going to get our stuff that is necessary for our base. I think I just want to go mine into one of these little divots, get a bunch of cobblestone, and then I'll come back here. Let me make another stone pickaxe, though. Let me not make another stone pickaxe, though. I actually can't do that, I've realized. That's fine. I could figure that out on my own. I'm having such a hard time traversing this mountain because there's no clear path over here. This is killing me. I should have brought my bed with me, huh? That might have been like a smart idea. Oh, it's like a cave, huh? I mean, at some point I have to stop being a baby and actually get into one of these anyway, so, you know, no better time like the present, I guess. Any mobs? Yes. Multiple, actually. Okay, I need that skeleton to not see me. He's the one I'm scared of. The zombie is nothing. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna grab some of this coal before I, like, dive a little deeper here. Another one of you? Tech. Hey, buddy. Oh, what? No way! He dropped me a piece of iron? Wait, that's sick. What? I need to fight these mobs a little bit. Creeper, come here. Creeper and zombie. You guys against me here real quick. Is that 2 emeralds? What in the world? How cocky am I to get in here against this skeleton? Okay. Well, let's make a couple more torches with the wood I do not have. And let's light this place up. And I'll do you one better. You guys want to see better into this cave? Watch this. Boom. Now we can all see. Nice. I genuinely need to get up to this iron, so let's dig up a little bit. This will help us to get some cobble, too. And then I'm just going to bridge over there and try to grab some iron. I want to get started on my armor. I hate not having some form of protection on, so getting a little bit of iron is going to be very, very helpful. Okay, I'm only holding 4 iron, which is not enough to actually make any of my kit. I do need to see how deep this goes and if there's more iron to be had. I do see more. That's good. I really can't think of any reason I need copper, but I'm just going to grab it. You know, like, who knows? Maybe there's some cool, like, little small design thing I'll do around the world with it later. Maybe I'll want some copper golems walking around. I don't. At this point, no reason. Oh, you know what? Actually, here's what I can do with this. I can make armor. I keep forgetting that this is an update that happened. Yeah, I like, it keeps escaping my mind that I can go ahead. I can just make a copper kit real quick. Duh. I'm talking about I feel bad with no armor. I can just get it. I can get armor. I can't lie. I'm also going to grab some of this diorite. I always grab a little bit of this stuff because I like building with it to add a little bit of color to spaces that don't have it sometimes. This will be nice. And I need to not forget the main reason I came over here is specifically to get some cobblestone. Something I've not grabbed really any of yet. Oh my gosh, I almost just ate it. Whoa! I have no idea how much cobblestone I actually need for my starter base, but I think I need a good amount. Specifically, I need it because it's going to have to be turned into stone bricks. Is a copper pickaxe as fast as an iron pickaxe? Yes, the answer is yes. Oh, good. Yeah, okay. I love it when the direct answer is just yes. That's so good. Okay. I am fully decked out in copper armor, not like an ideal kit to be in, but I would like to go down a little farther here and see what else is up. 2 of you is dangerous. At what point do I decide that maybe I'm just not well equipped enough to deal with a spear wielding... Oh, he's a shovel. It's a creeper there. Oh my gosh. At what point do I tell myself I'm not ready yet? I have a good amount of cobblestone. Genuinely, let's just dig a little bit more and head back home. I think I'd like to come back to this in a cave where I feel a little more in control and I'm not going straight down into a pit that's got 2 skeletons, a shovel-wielding zombie, and a creeper. I think I'm good. We will come back potentially to this cave, but more accurately, probably not this one. It's not very close to my base, to be fair. Oh, it's just straight up nighttime, huh? All right, it's daytime. Let's get the heck out of here. I went and like dipped for my computer for a second, so I think I actually wasted a little bit of the start of the day. Yeah, not much of it. That's fine. That's fine. We're chilling. So I need to get set up with a couple furnaces. Let's start with what we really, really need. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Okay. Now I have an idea for how I want this space to pan out. Now, obviously, I'm a fantasy builder. It's what I like to build. It's the style that I enjoy, and we're going to do it every time. I want to get our basic things up here, starter base, potentially a small storage section, and then I want this to naturally come down into my farms that are split on either side. All of this is obviously subject to change. I don't record full 100 days videos in a single day. That's literally impossible. I think it's like 33 hours of gameplay or something. That time might be different if you sleep. I don't actually know, but it takes many, many, many days. So that's my game plan, you know, today of recording. This is what Fatty's thoughts are. Is that going to change? Yeah, like almost definitely. I am not a smart man. I will forget quite literally everything I just said probably in the next 20 minutes. But that's my idea right now. I'll tell you what I really need to do is get more animal pens set up for my for the cows, pigs, and sheep. I will be building them their own like little area at some point, but for the time being, I just need to put them in a pen. Now, give me this, and these. Let's make a ton of fences here. And then I want to just attach it to what already exists here. So let's go... cows, pigs. Now getting them in is going to be mildly annoying. I have an idea though. So let's start with the cows. The cows are super important because I always mess up getting my enchanting table set up. So getting these guys early is super sweet. And I think I've, you know, manually despawned quite a few horses and cows, which both provide leather, so that's good. I think I don't have a lot though. I think I have like 20. Can you guys fall into the pen? Nope. Okay. I really thought that would work, but maybe I'm being dumb. Nice. I need to go get some pigs. I guess there's a lot over here. Let's just do it from here then. Oink, oink, everybody. Jesus, where did you come from? Bro, I saw these guys. I did not see you. Can we get everybody in here, please? Okay. You know what? That's fine. I didn't even need all of you. Look at that. Now you get manually despawned. How do we feel about that? You guys feel good about that? Okay. Now we get to plan out and build our base a little bit here. So here's what I really want. I need a ton of stone brick blocks. And here's how I think I want to do this. Let's put a little tower here. We're going to build this up quite a few blocks. So we're going to go... before I do this, though, let's make some things. So give me my spruce. I want to use the spruce here. I want some stairs, some slabs, and then some trapdoors. Okay. What is going on? And then my idea is to just have a big tower. So this is currently 5 blocks. I think we're going to go 7. But at 6, I want to put this in real quick. And then my slabs. I should have made some stone brick stairs as well. Let's make another set just in case. And then some slabs. And then here, you're going to go 2 on each side with a slab in between. Okay, this needs to be much taller is what I'm realizing. I'm realizing this looks stupid because it's so short. So I think this needs to actually be like 9 blocks tall. No big deal. We can manage 9 blocks tall. So I think we need to do this like boom, bam. Let's get these on every single side here real quick. And then in between these, I honestly... So we are going to go 1 more block up. And then in between these, you put a stair. I am going to have to freaking connect these some way. Shape your form. You know what I'm realizing is I don't know that I thought about this very well. But that's okay. Let's place this in real quick, just like little siding blocks. I have an idea for how to make this look a little bit nicer. And then I want to get slabs kind of across the way on each one of these here. Yeah, that's sick. Okay, let's fill this in real quick, just because we have the slabs to do so. And then on the sides of this, I want to get a wall, like a stone brick wall that I can hang lanterns on. Oh, I can't reach that, huh? Okay, a little too tall, a little too tall. That's all right. Okay. Very, very nice. So I want a door right here with a stair for some depth, obviously. Classic. And then I do want a window that's right here. I think I want it to go to right there. We'll do 1 stair there, and the window will just kind of dangle. Now, I do want a slight trim to this, and honestly, that may mean that this needs to be there instead. And we can just have a 1 wide window, that's fine. So let's get our stuff here. I want the trim to look like this on each side. We're going to put probably windows on each side of this. Just like 1 block, no biggie. And the window is right above that here. Do I still have a stair there? I do, nice, okay. I do not have enough stairs, though. And then here, I think you maybe just go, like... Is it crazy to just put a slab there? It's a little crazy. I have a different idea, I think. Instead of that, what if you just did... I could kind of vibe with this. Okay. Now, the reason this exists is because there is going to be a smaller house structure off to the side of one of this. So I think we have to remove this side of it, which is where like our house is going to go. Which means I should probably also grab all this stuff so that it's not in the way. Let's get sorted a little bit here. Let's put everything just inside of this real quick. Let's just put it out front because it's not actually going to stay in that building. So I want to actually somewhat organize a little bit here. Give me my spruce stuff back. My mouse died. No. Why does this keep happening to me? Genuinely, I think I just need more stairs pretty much. I don't know how much I need, so let's just make this. You know what? Let's make that many. And then I think I do need more stone brick. Okay. Now let's think about this from an angle that makes a lot of sense here. It's going to attach right here. I'm going to go over by 2. There'll be a door here. Right there like that. And we'll go over 1, 2, 3, 4 more blocks. And then connect at the back. I don't know how big I want to make it. Yeah, I think I do want it to come out a little ways here. Okay, stone brick foundation. You know what? I think we can probably bring in some of our cobblestone here. Can you get out of the way, please? And I'll add windows and stuff later. It doesn't have to be like right now with the windows, but it will be soon. So I have a door here. We got to put a roof on this thing so that it, you know, makes sense. And I think I like the idea of doing the roof like starting out. We'll do it like this, and then we'll double this up. We're going to put trapdoors on top of this and potentially more slabs up here, but I'm not set on that. I think that should look pretty decent. It is becoming nighttime, so let's get in here and head to bed real quick. I need more cobblestone. I need more stone in general. At this point, we might as well make like a mine of our own or head in there. That looks promising. Let's go over here real quick. I cannot make big movements. Okay, never mind. It's all water. We're going to have a mine eventually. I just don't want to build it yet. That seems like I'm jumping the gun a lot. Okay, let's just dig into a wall. All right, let's spend a little bit of time getting a little bit of cobblestone from in here, and then I will use it to build, as I have been doing. All right, I broke my pickaxe. I got a stack of 19. That should be enough just to finish off our little starter base over here, is my hope. I mean, it definitely should be. The roof is going to be spruce, so this should be more than enough to finish this off. Let's get to smelting up some of this cobblestone, and I guess I'll just wait. Let's go chop down one of our spruce trees. I want to keep kind of expanding this. You know, the tree capitator mod is absolute bliss when it works, and then when it doesn't, I have to do this, and now it should all disappear. Yeah, baby. Okay. I should plant them a little far apart. I'm understanding my tree capitator mod a little bit better right now. So let's do them like this, and then another one here, and then another one here, and then another one here. That way they stop touching. And then my oak trees can go right off to the side. These are fine to be stacked. Okay. So here's my idea for this. First of all, I think I'm actually going to need a bit more spruce stuff. We're going to go up one on each side, like this. Cobblestone walls on each one of these. Now, we bring in some of our stairs. And this is why I needed to get a little bit more stone brick. I do have to fill this up. So this one side is not going to have it. And we're going to differentiate height with this, I think, because I think it'll look cool. So, like here, here's what we can do. We can do... I have to actually think about this. I probably should have just had spruce blocks, right? So we can do something like this. Up here, we can do a very similar thing. We'll go with this block, put that there. Same thing up here. Go there, this, this, this. I do want two here. That. Okay. But I gotta place them right. I think we do one more up here. And now our base will look like that. Dude, it's sick. It's actually so nice. You can even add a little more to this, right? Like if let's say I don't want this top to be this block. What if I just did spruce blocks and I get to do like my weird little odd pattern here? Hold on. I do have like a sick idea. So here's my idea. First off, we can throw slabs up here to differentiate heights. And then we go slab, trapdoor, slab, trapdoor, slab. No. Dang it. Okay, it's cool. Like that. You know what? I'm glad this water's here because now I can jump down safely. Yeah, dude, this is sick. Yeah, it's cool. Let's head to bed. Let's finish it up in the morning. I do gotta get to the back of this and build it up farther. Okay. I want to make sure I have enough blocks. I do. If I need to make another crafting table, I just will. I actually need more stone brick than I have. I'll take a wild bet and say that 4 is not going to be enough to do what I'm trying to do here. Oh, yeah. Getting stone brick early game is really annoying. Having to smelt cobblestone all the freaking time is actually killing me. Here's what I can do, though, while I'm waiting on that. Let's make a couple doors. So we're going to put one here, and then we will have another one here. And then I kind of want this to be a stair, but it would look just like this, so I actually don't think it matters at all. I do want some torches, or lanterns. I'm going to have to go mining at some point, like, soon. Like, right after this is done, basically, I need to go mining so that I can get more iron. Specifically for my armor, which I am currently lacking any iron for that. But also so that I can put lanterns all over this build, because it'll be sick. Okay. That is the house, relatively speaking, done. I want to get some decoration on the side of it, obviously. I do have a cool idea, I think, for how I want to do this. So here's what I want to do. We're going to come right out to the side here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, except they need to be 1 block higher. That was kind of a waste, but that's okay. I can put them here, and then I don't have my shovel to put them out. Hold it. Would it be crazy to go 1 more out? Probably, because I do not have enough campfires for it. I can make the campfires for it. 1 more out would look better. Actually, you don't even have to do that, right? Let's bring our trapdoors in here real quick. And then here's my grandiose idea. Where's my fences? There, and these. Then I can put a campfire over there. I can put 1 of my furnaces. Am I crazy? I'm holding it. I am crazy. So I want to put a furnace there. Put a campfire that's extinguished next to it. We'll do something like this. And then I can put a lantern here. Actually, what if we change this up real quick. So right here, what if I did stairs? So a lantern here, put that there. I'm trying to think about this in a way that makes sense in my brain. There we go. Lantern there. We can put some food on this, and then we have a little small shelf for some storage, like a barrel. We got to get our floor in now, and I think old classic, we just go spruce wood. I love spruce wood, man. You can't get me to not use this stuff, I'm telling you. I'm thinking about closing this wall off so that I don't have to look at it. Yeah, I think that's probably better. It looks a little wonky because I mean, does it though? Like, it's a little odd because it only comes out here, but like, realistically, it doesn't really matter, right? Nice, dude. Let's close up the roof here for obvious reasons. Let's get some stuff put in here, starting with our crafting table and some of our furnaces. And I need to bring in more chests, so let's make a couple more real quick. That way I can move everything in without having to demolish my chests. Am I going to sort all of this at some point? Let's keep moving. I tried to stay organized the last 100 days I did when I was on an island, and I did like a pretty decent job of it. And then I stopped trying. Dude, this space is so sick. I got to get windows in, but this is such a nice looking base. I'm actually such a huge fan of this build. Dude, awesome. Okay. I like this. We're going to have to go mining and get some iron and stuff. I think that's our next step so that I can actually throw lanterns over here. And then I think we'll get started on getting some of our crops set up and getting a barn set up for all of these guys. So yeah, I think let's go mining. Let's try to get some more iron and get some stuff set up here. And then in the morning, I can't place you on top, huh? In the morning, we will work on getting some iron, going caving, and then getting some stuff set up for them. I also need to go replant my sugarcane and get some more of my crops started, I think. But this is a really good start. I'm excited to kind of expand this around. So we can go like down here. We can even level some of this, go down there, out front. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. I'm ready to embrace my farming side, dude. Okay, I played Farmville when it was a big Facebook game. I'm ready to embrace it. I think it's time that we get to mining. First of all, I need to make another weapon of choice here. I'm half tempted to make an iron sword. And you know what? I think I can, actually. Let's also take, like, some of our wood and a couple blocks. How much coal do I have? Not much. Let's use the charcoal I've gotten for some reason. And you know what? Let's maybe smelt a little bit more of the copper. I've been using it a lot. Like, for my tools, for my armor. Probably wouldn't hurt. Let's take some of our torches with us. Probably make a couple more of these, right? Maybe. Okay, we'll take 38 with us. So we're gonna go back down towards that cave, which we've already lit up. I think that's a good choice for us. I'm still in love with this. And then I have an idea of what I want to start building next. So I kind of want to put like a small retaining wall on this level here and have some small, very small farms up here. But then right outside of that, big farms, including a couple barns for these guys, which I think will be sick. And then a couple other builds for things like a smeltery, a storage space, you know, my go-to builds, my typicals. We still really need to get mining first. So let's make an iron sword, and then let's make an iron pickaxe for when we inevitably, hopefully we find diamonds and I can use it there. Let's head over here, and then we will get started on our little mining trip. Hopefully we find all the stuff that we need. I think we should. Let's grab this piece of coal that we missed out on. And then if there's more coal up here, we probably should grab it. Yeah, like this. Got some coal, that's good. I kind of want these emeralds, but like, I don't actually have any use for them. They're easier to get in a various other ways than just mining. Like, those two are not going to make a big difference for us, I think. Let's start heading down. Now, last time we were in, there was a lot of danger. I'm hearing a skeleton already, I think, which a little daunting. I see an enderman. Not ideal to see, I'll be honest. Do see a ton of iron, though. See a skeleton down that way, a zombie over there. Okay, I'll let the zombie come to me real quick. Here's a spider, too. Oh, I see the spider. Oh, my goodness. How many mobs are down here, man? Okay, goodness, man. Are we done? Let's head over to this. Spider came from over there. I'd rather not have any more mobs come from over here. I'm half tempted to try. I'm not going to do it. That seems like a horrible idea. To try and hunt down. Oh my gosh. Well, this is quite the cave, huh? Okay, I see 2 skeletons, 3 creepers. Those just right there. I feel like it's got to be safer to come down here, right? Explore these 2 veins first. Okay, not this way, though. That seems like a bad idea. That's a little bit too open and straight where the other mobs are. I'd rather not, to be honest. Lots of coal, which I will happily grab. What? Wait, what? I found some infested stone right here. That's odd, but okay. Okay. I have a potentially terrible idea, and that's this. We turn on our night vision so that we can all see in these caves a little better, and then we just kind of bust it in here. Gonna run around and place some torches, make it a little bit safer for me. That's all my torches. Not ideal. Keep an eye out. Let's start mining. The sooner I can get into full iron gear, the absolute better, bro. You know what we should do? I have an idea. We get started smelting some of our iron with the 2 that we already have. I'll have 15. I can at least make a chest plate, right? Is that my best use? Chest plate gives you like 4 armor pieces. I think they're 4 armor like points. I think the helmet and boots only give you 2 apiece, and then the leggings give you 3. And then once this is done, I'll make an iron piece, and then we'll get back out there. I could also make a chest plate and leggings. Maybe that's overall better. Let's do that. That's actually a much better idea. So I'm gonna wait for this, then we'll craft our pieces and get on. All right, I think we're ready to head on out of here. Let's get a move on down here towards where the rest of this iron is. In an ideal world, I light up this place enough that I feel safe, and these skeletons target me so that I can manually despawn them one at a time here. How? Yo. Really not good. Super bad, actually. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yo! 2 at once, man. Come on, cut your boy a little bit of slack here. I'm just gonna run around here for a second, figure out my bearings here. I see that I have multiple of these guys on me, multiple skeletons. Oh my goodness, the amount of zombies! Oh my god! Yo! There's like 1 billion in one of these boys! What in the world? Can you guys go fight each other? Does it gots to be me? Yeah, get him. Get him! Yes! Yes. Get the skeleton, boys. Yes, yes, yes! The skeleton got him? That skeleton's still alive, man. They're my least favorite enemy to deal with, I'll be honest. Would I have just been better off mining? Different cave, maybe? I don't have a bow, right? No, I can't make one either. I need 1 more string to do that. I have an idea. My idea is to run right by them and try to make it over there, right? This is my big idea. We just keep running, I think, and we don't go towards the spider, ideally. Trust I both saw and heard that witch. Oh, so that witch right there is barring me from doing anything real here. Good. Good. Okay, we really got to get out of this little crevice that we're in right now. Let's just keep moving here in 3rd person, as I feel much safer this way. It's a big old ton of iron right here. I'm going to try to get as much of this as I can without blowing up. And I think the safest way to do this is just to position myself... Okay, I'm going to get there. To position myself where I can see the entirety of anything coming at me here. Specifically means the front of this. Okay, we have a ton of iron. I'm cooking 32 of them bad boys. Let's get the rest of our armor made and then another pickaxe. And I think I'm going to make a shovel as well because my stone one is about to break soon. But first things first, let's get the rest of our armor made and on. All right, now we can finish off our armor like this and take these bad boys off and boom. Full decked out in iron armor. This is really good. I'm going to wait for the rest of this iron to smelt though so that we can make another pickaxe and of course our shovel. And then I think we'll get the move on. I would like to get a little bit more iron before I call it here. I'm not looking for diamonds. It wasn't the primary reason for coming down. I think I'll make like a mine at the base and then we can go from there. If I'm traveling and I happen upon a little bit of diamond, I'm not going to be upset about it. This guy has caught my scent, it seems like. So, yeah, we'll just explore a little more, see what we can do. I'd like to get a little bit more iron before we call it. And then, yeah, we'll head back home. Get building. I want to build. I'm excited. You know, I got a big farm thing to make, man. I'm making no progress over down here. Not a big fan of the, I don't know, giant lava pool and the ancient city that's down here. More diamonds. Or more iron, I'm sorry. But there is my first diamond right here. Okay, we got our first diamond, which is cool. Not what my main purpose for coming down, but sick nonetheless. I've blocked myself off in a little area. I think I am ready to go home. However, there's a ton of deep slate here. I mean, ton of deep slate everywhere, actually. I kind of want them. I kind of want to go get them. The deep dark is what's really pushing me away. I mean, it's right next to some deep dark. I just don't know that I can run that. Especially with the amount of mobs that are seemingly hoarding that area. Anyway, so here's my game plan. I'm going to mine up some of this deep slate, and then I am going to mine back up and go home. That's my game plan. I've been out in the mines for a fat minute. Hunting for this iron was nice. I've got a ton of it. My inventory is basically full. Only reason I have any is because I tossed out all my old copper armor, which, like, I guess I didn't need it anyway, but, like, still. Had to drop something to pick up some more stuff. So I'm going to grab some of this deep slate as much as I can probably carry, and then I will go back up. No big reason to grab this. I just kind of want it because I think I'm going to build with it at some point, but for right now, I do want to take it with me. I think I mined as much deep slate as I care to mine. So now I'm just going to spiral. Oh, baby. I'm going to attempt to spiral staircase back up here. Oh, hey, look, another. Oh, okay. That's just luck, I think. Dang. Okay. Two more diamonds. 3 more diamonds. We'll take 4 more diamonds. Oh my goodness. 5? Okay. Don't mind if I freaking do, brother. Thank you. Okay. I'm in like a ravine, I think. I am. Okay, it's nighttime. So we're gonna hang out for a little bit, wait for it to be day, and then I guess we can like head out of here, right? But I don't want to like get out there. I dealt with enough trouble in the caves. Okay, I think it might be daytime now. There's a skeleton right here. Mildly annoying. I think I can just go up from here, but I'm trying to make it so the skeleton cannot see me, ideally. And then I'll just kind of go up from here. Okay. I have no idea where I am. I don't think I live near a forest at all, right? Cows. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these guys, because I do need leather. Oh my gosh! That creeper blended right in. I did not see him at all. Holy... Oh my goodness, brother. Oh... Okay, let's just hope it's not a thunderstorm. As long as it's not a thunderstorm, mobs won't spawn on the surface. But I also have no clue where I am. Hold on, I do know. That's the village, right? This is close to spawn. Wait, that should mean... Yeah, my house is right over there. Woo-hoo-hoo! Right there. Yes, okay, sick. Actually sick. Home, sweet home, baby. Look at that. We've got a lot from the caves, so once I get home, I think we'll go over what all I found. I really wish that I had been closer to home, because, my spawn chunks are around that top of the mountain. I am way out of them, so nothing grows while I'm out here. I gotta start thinking about that whenever I do my 100 days. Potentially staying in the spawn chunks. Okay, so let's look at what we got. We got over a stack of iron plus some copper I didn't need. I took that with me. A little bit of food. We got good amount of coal, a little over a stack, not bad. 3 stacks of deep slate, again, not bad. 6 raw gold, 40 lapis, and the prize pool, 7 whole diamonds. Listen, not good, not bad. I think that's honestly fair. And some redstone, which we don't need at all. Okay, not terrible. I think here's what we should do, is we should start smelting up all of our iron and get our copper out of there. And then we can put lanterns on this base, but also I want to start building the next piece to our base. So here's my thought process. I want to get this built up to meet here, I think. And then I want to put like a retaining wall. So I'm gonna mine this out until it's 2 blocks, and then I'll have a 2-high retaining wall around it with a staircase out of the front, maybe right here. I think that'll look sick. So we can get it like maybe right like this. And then we'll of course have to kind of fill in this sections so that our staircase makes sense leading up to our base. But I think I want it to meet up like, so let's say we take it from the door right here. Okay, so this is where I want the retaining wall to meet up. So I gotta get all of this pushed back now. And I think we can cap it like right here. So I basically need to get from here, and I want to match it on each side so that the retaining wall is the same level. So it's going to stop right on this block. So I need the same thing to happen on this side where it stops right here. Okay. Now I need to mine out all of the dirt around this little section, push it all back, and then I think the retaining wall is going to be oak and spruce, since that is the wood that I'm choosing to work with now. It should look pretty sick. I'm honestly excited. So I'm just going to work on getting this dirt mined out until it's nighttime. Then I'll go to bed and keep going since it's a little past half day. Took us a second to get home. Hard to tell with the rain, I can't lie. So now that dirt is mined out, I need to get a staircase here. And then I'll have to mine my trees up in the morning. I do already have some spruce. I think what I'm lacking is oak. I have no oak logs. Here's what we're going to do. Let's go make an axe. I'm not holding an axe. Let's do something like this. Boom, bam. And let's go get some oak wood. Oak wood is the one that I don't have. I do have enough spruce for this. I think this will be enough. So I can kind of show you what I want to do here, right? So we'll go spruce on each side of this. And then we'll grab some oak. and then spruce, and we'll kind of just keep doing this. Now, we're going to strip all of this wood eventually. We're just not going to do it yet. I don't think it's necessary quite yet. Let's get back to doing this in the morning. This is falling behind this hill. You know, the sun sets in the... rises in the east, sets in the... rises in the west, sets in the east. Rises in the east, sets in the west. That's got to be west. No more rain. Let's get to work on our wall. Just like that. Can I cap this off some way, like here? I kind of want this to maybe meet here. And then let's put another piece of dirt there so that we can get one more. Okay, now let's strip all of this. Now, on top of this retaining wall, I think I want to do some spruce slabs. I'm half tempted to do spruce slabs across the entire thing. Last time I did spruce and fence, and I didn't hate it. But if I do spruce across the entire thing, it'll create like a nice little barrier for all of our our little farm that we're going to put up here next to the base, which I think is going to be wheat. All right. So just like this. Now, cool little retaining wall. Let's get some plants up here. I think what we can do is put our wheat up here. I kind of like the idea of that. So let's start with this then. Email. I should work on getting like a water source down here. Maybe we'll have the water and then we'll come back and mess with that. But for the time being, we just need an infinite water source so we don't have to like run down here every like 5 minutes to get a little bit of water to plant some stuff. That sounds ridiculous. Ideally, I think this will cover the entire left side of this thing. Maybe? Okay. So that should cover this whole side, and I don't want to like take it right up this. Like I don't think this will stay. This may, but it's not gonna. We're not gonna expand it here. I want there to be some breakup from like plant to home. So I think not covering that part will like make that pop a little more. It won't be covered by a bunch of plants, but I am perfectly fine to bring it up to the house. I think that's fine. That's one side covered. That's gonna look sick when it grows. Now we gotta look at this side. Sadly, I do think that's all my seeds though. Unless I want to plant like carrots or beetroot up here, which I don't. I want this to be wheat. And then down off to the side, I think will be our other items. Here's what I'd like to do now. I gotta move the animals. They're starting to, especially the sheep, are starting to get at a point where we're reaching max capacity. So I need to put a barn in, and I actually think the spot they're in right here is a pretty decent spot for a barn. So let's get down here. I'm gonna take some of my dirt. I know that I'm gonna have to terraform this a little bit. I think that's just gonna be, you know, par for the course here. Oh, let me get some stairs in too. Oh, I completely forgot about that. So I want stairs here and here. Honestly, part of me wants to push this back by one. I know that's petty, but genuinely, I think it'll look better to be right here instead. Yeah. And then I do want that there, that there, that there. Same thing over here. I do want to put some lanterns on top of fences on top of these. Let's get our fences on. So this isn't going to be anything like special, right? We're just going to fences with lanterns on them. Nothing too crazy. But it will help to light this area up, which I am all about. Boom. Cool. Now we have a bunch of lanterns. Sick. So let's look at this. Yeah, I want to expand this out, I think, a little. Okay. I think like this. I don't need like a huge, big, chunky barn. But I do want one that's relatively well-sized. In fact, I might need to expand this section as well. It is going to be like longer on one side than the other, right? Okay, let's head to bed. We'll finish kind of terraforming in the morning, and then we'll kind of get an idea of what we really want to do as it falls behind the mountain each time for bed. Okay, I think this is a big enough area for a barn. Where do I put the animals while I'm building? I guess I could put the whole thing around them, but the barns are going to be set up kind of with a central walkway with animals on either side, I think. So I'm going to have a hard time keeping them like this, but I don't really have a good area for them either. Maybe I should have put the barn over here instead. I don't know, man. Let's chop a tree while we think. I mean, I guess you could still keep it where it's at. Like maybe you just say no biggie and you just keep going. Truly, I don't need all of them. I kind of just need the cows. If there are pigs over there and sheep, you're probably somewhere nearby. Yeah, there's two right over there. Maybe I just demolish them and get them later. The cows are the only ones I need to be alive. I'm half tempted. Let's see if I can just put them in a large cage, though. I said cage. What I really meant was... I mean, I guess I kind of meant cave. Or cage. I think I mean like a large fenced-in area. There we go. Let's make some fence. And we're just going to try to move these guys right over here. because we're going to have to lead them back as well. This is going to get really annoying. No. I can already tell this is not going to be very fun. Okay. See if I can get these sheep out of here. Everybody with me, maybe? Oh, poop. Guys, please. Please, no. I worked so hard to give you the life I thought you deserved. Dang it. Wait. Do I have any bones? Do I have any bone meal? Do I have anything? Yo, actually, am I out of... I don't have any bones or nothing? Well, you know, I said that I didn't need every single sheep. I guess 2 is enough. Sorry, guys. I guess that's the sheep moved, primarily. Let's try to get the pigs in here next, maybe? And just really try to not be stupid. Come here, guys. I'm just gonna put them all together. I mean, when I move them, it's gonna be a hell anyway, so... Excuse me, everybody. You wanted to get out so bad. That was cheesy, bro. Okay. Now that we just have the cows, they should be a... Oh, I don't have any wheat. That's right. Well, that sucks. Okay, you guys have to stay for a second while I figure out how to move you without any wheat. Or I just need my wheat to grow. Actually, now that everyone's kind of locked in, I can make it... I feel more comfortable making a composter. Wasn't elated to do that. I mean, that's almost done, too. We just need, like, 1 bone meal. There. Gosh. I just need to get 1 of these fully grown, like this. Okay. Let's build an area for the cows to go. Can I get everybody to come in here? That's okay. Sorry, brother. Okay. Keep this for when I gotta move them again inevitably, but hopefully a lot of our stuff will be, like, finished once we get done building. Really annoying, but we got all of the animals moved from their original pens over to a new spot. Now we can build the barn, which I'm really excited for. So here's how I'm thinking I want to do this. First of all, I want the outline made out of spruce wood because I'm a spruce boy right now. And I'm very spruce oriented. I think we'll build it here, like kind of off to the side. So we'll go 1 right there, 1, 2, 3, 1 right here. So I think it'll end right there. So you can kind of get a gist of how big the barn is going to be. This will be our doorway. We'll have a central area right here and right here where all of our mobs can go. So I think I want to take this back quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll go right here, maybe. We'll go 7 blocks back. Yeah, it'll just be like a big square, pretty much. But we only need to fit in, technically, just 3 mobs. Like, wholeheartedly, we just need 3. So I think this is fine. We'll get our mobs right here. There'll be a middle section, and then it'll be cut off. And then they can be in there. And then it'll have a top floor, which I think we can put, like, our carrots, our wheat, any wool we get, leather, I guess, when we're not needing it, but we kind of do need it right now to enchant, make books. And then all the other mob drops can go anywhere we want them to go. So I think that's a good setup. In an ideal world, this goes up 1, 2. I think we need it to be 4 tall initially, so this is 3. Then I'll add another block here in a second. I just don't want to take fall damage every time I jumped. Okay, like that. And then we can close the top part off. We won't close off the entranceway. I think that's going to look a little different than the rest of the walls and stuff. I guess we could close this off now. Let's just do it for the time being. Also, I'm not holding any water. Ouch. I think that I do want most of this stripped, but we'll keep some parts not stripped. Yeah, so it's like broken up, and this will make a little bit more sense, because we're going to put oak wood on the inside here, which I do have a little. So we're going to do something like this off to the side, mostly because this front part doesn't really need to be open. Like, who am I opening it for? Like, the mobs? You know, like, it just doesn't make sense. Here's what I would like, though, to keep with this aesthetic. I actually want some more oak wood. I put my animals in my own way. That was really smart. I could have, like, a little back walkway that leads down here. I don't know that that's all that necessary, to be honest. And what I'm thinking at the front of this, with this oak wood, is to put more oak wood, like, within it that's stripped. Yeah, so it kind of breaks it up a little bit, which I think will look pretty nice. I need to keep filling in the sides, but I do want there to be some windows off on this side where the animals are. They don't need to be big, they just need to exist. We should probably do the same thing here. I love that oak wood is the one that I'm running out of. Let's just go mine some. There's some... Is there some closer than that, even? No, you know what? I did choose to build in, like, a super plainsy area. Okay, hold on. Let me go get up a little bit of oak wood here so that I can stop waiting on my oak wood to grow. Once it is all grown, that'll be a little bit nicer for me, but right now it's taking a minute. Mostly because I keep mining it and using it. Alright, I have over a stack of oak logs now. I think that that should be enough for our next build. I'm, like, hopeful. I say our next build. That should be enough to get the barn finished. I am fingers crossed. But for the time being, we're just going to get back over there and kind of just keep working. Now, the sun is setting behind me here. Or it's about to. It's kind of being, you know, clouded by a cloud, actually. We just got to get this finished up. So the bottom floor of this is finished. I do want this to be open in the back. You never know. I think that barns usually have a back and a front entrance. I think that makes sense. Don't quote me on that. I've only ever been inside one barn in my grandfather's, and it did have a back to it, though. It was kind of just straight through like this, so that makes sense. That does make sense to me. But the rest of this is going to be a little bit more annoying to create here. So I think this needs to go another 4 up. So I need to go another 2, 3, 4, like this, and then that's going to connect. But I think down here, we just need another... Let's get to bed real quick, and then I can finish at least getting the skeleton of this built. The couple of sections of this will be in different, you know, lengths, I guess. Because the rest of this just needs to be 3, except for this middle portion, which needs to be more. Okay, yeah, so it'll look like this. And then we'll put like a small roof on this and a little trim along with a couple decorative pieces. And this is going to start to really come together, I think. So I guess let's get the roof done now that we have the skeleton done. Getting the roof on will just kind of help me visualize everything, and that is why I didn't smelt. That's why I made deep slate stuff. Now I do want the trim of it, I think, to just be spruce. For some reason, in my head, that's making a good amount of sense in my dome. So I need these guys out front, and I do have a crafting table on me if I need to make more. I do need to strip some of this. I guess I can figure that out at a later date. Start by getting the roof on. So the way this roof is going to work, I believe, is that we're going to bring it down. I think it wants to go here. Then we'll go right here, bring this up, stripped, and then up again. And then we are going to go back, up, back, up. Then I think I want this to go right across here, but it's going to be doubled. And then we got to build the same thing down here. So we'll go one above. Yeah, so it'll look like kind of like this, which is good, I think. I think I built this one too high. So let me get this taken down. I think I just did one stair too much. So I want it to be actually there. So one lower, and then where this stair is just needs to be a slab. Yeah, way better. And then honestly, I think right here to cover up these parts, we want to strip this. Boom! Okay, now we need to take this all back. And we're going to cover up these little window spots with just regular wood, because they don't necessarily need to exist. Nice. Okay, so the whole point of me bringing my deep slate out here was so that I could do... Let's be smart about this. Did I bring my stone cutter with me? No. I'm a big dumb idiot. That's what happened. I'm understanding. That makes me curious as to this line here needs to exist now. I think the answer is genuinely no. I think we actually need to remove all of this because our deep slate's going to go in right here. And then we get a stair. And then, yeah, the rest of this is fine because we're just going to put stairs in. But it's just this one line at the top. No need. So I need to go make some stairs. I got a ton of stairs now. I'm going to do a little bit of a mix to make it look more worn because it's small details, but they make the thing look good, you know what I mean? And we'll go boom. Kind of keep bringing this out. And we'll do the same. You know what? I don't even need to do the same thing up here. I can just do regular full blocks. Kind of an oversight on my end. I didn't even think about that. Probably needed a lot less slabs than I made. It's fine. Okay, not bad. I'm going to put some torches up here just because I really don't want anything spawning up here while I'm not, you know, while I'm not home or something. Or if it gets nighttime and I'm just not thinking. Okay, let's torch up the barn real quick. And then we can take a look at the roof. Honestly, it's looking really sick. Once I get all the wood and detail pieces locked in, this barn is going to be cool, man. I'm all about this barn. Let's head to bed. It's becoming nighttime. In the morning, we'll keep working. But we're pretty, you know, it's looking nice. It's looking good. So I need to finish filling up the top section. We can probably get rid of our deep slate for now. Mostly need my oak wood. And then I'm going to need, like, fences and trapdoors for another portion of this. Let's make a couple of those bad boys. And then I do want fences to be made out of spruce. I want most of the accent pieces here to be spruce wood. Now for this section, this is going to get a little bit wonky. So to start off, I actually want this to go right at the top with some stairs. So I want stair here, stair there. This is where I think I can bring in my fences, right up the front like this. And then my trapdoors can go like that. And I kind of want the inside of this here to be a little different. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this, but what if you did that? If you see it from down low, it's not terrible, but the minute you see it up top, I hate it. So maybe we flip these around. What if we did it like this instead? So now there's nothing for you to look at, and it does just have the indention. I'm kind of about that. So if I don't like that I could see it up here, so maybe we just don't do it at all. I changed my mind a third time. Let's just do our strip spruce. I actually think it just looks better, honestly. Yeah, that's a little nicer. I kind of want to do... Yeah, I want to do that as like another fine, small little detail. Yeah, I'm actually like all about that. Yeah, that's looking like a properly run down little area. Oh, I do have an idea. We could put some signs up here that are made out of spruce. And genuinely, I think that might make this look a little better. So go like that, and then the same thing over here. Boom, bam, bam. Yeah, just a nice, like, small detail. I might carry that. Should I carry that out across the whole thing? I'm kind of thinking yes. And then on this one, we'll write subscribe, which you should do if you've been enjoying this video. I come out with a 100 days video every single 2 weeks. But that might ramp up. It just really depends. But you should definitely subscribe, especially if you enjoy these videos. Be sure to like the video and hype it. Hyping is a new option. And all of those things for you are free, but for me, help out immensely. So that would be awesome. That'd be sick. Thank you. All right. We got the barn looking pretty nice. Yeah, this is looking sick. Oh, who wrote that? Probably somebody handsome. But we need to finish getting side of this bad boy built as well. We need to get this end. And honestly, I don't think you need to do quite as much as you did on the other end, because this is going to be like the back side of it. I have tempted to just fill this whole thing up, to be honest with you. Or I have a better idea. I have an idea on what we can do for this end. Boom, bam, bop, bing. Jump back up here. And then I want trapdoors on every side of this. One there. How do I feel? I've definitely felt better. You know what, though? It's like nothing can really get into it except me, I guess. There's got to be a better way to decorate this. Let's see. Let's work on this a little bit. I don't want there to be like a large, big, fat opening here, but I do want an opening. So what if instead you did something like this? Strip these. Put that there. Trapdoors. I don't hate that. Yeah, let's keep that. I think that looks fine. It, like I said, it didn't need to be massive. Yeah, it doesn't need... Okay, now for the door out front, we're going to do a little trapdoor thing. These are doors that are always going to be open no matter what. So we're going to use trapdoors for this. First of all, something like this. Now for these, you want something like this, and then something like that. So now this always looks open, which I think is good. You know what? Take it a step farther like this. Yeah, so now that looks like a fully open door. Yo, that is so sick, actually. The barn is sick, dude. Okay. Yeah, that's way cool. I was going to try to lead it up, like, right there. Okay. We're going to redo this soon. But, dude, this space is cool, man. This barn is cool. Looks properly run down. It's got nice details, and we're not even done, like, fully decorating it yet. I want to get some leaves and plants out the front, along with some barrels, and maybe some, like, extinguished campfires wouldn't look bad. We'll work on the details in the morning. Let's start by making a couple barrels. I need campfires, too, which is going to require... I guess I can use charcoal. And then it needs logs. Do I have sticks and logs already? Yes. So here's my idea. I think on the side that has the door, I want... some of this. Put this out. So now we have like a stockpile of stuff right there. And honestly, can we throw a trapdoor? And then on this side, I want some leaves and some grass. I so wish you could grab tall grass, but you actually can't. You can just only grab short grass, which doesn't stack on itself. That kind of stinks, but that's okay. In that case, like, what else should you snag? I'd love to grab a fern. Dude, ferns don't generate unless you're in a spruce forest, though. Is that correct? Let's just scan the area real quick. I'm like pretty sure that's right. I think the only thing that spawns here is tall grass and regular grass, no ferns. Small idea then. What if instead of a fern, we grabbed a firefly bush? I remembered that we do have some of these down here, right? Yeah, for sure. Do something like that up the side. I kind of would like to put like a tree next to this over here. We'll maybe come back to that. I guess I could do that now, though. I've got spruce, and I can even use... Honestly, I might like using oak and... Or spruce and stripped oak. Is that crazy? I feel like these are not going to look good together, but let's give this a shot. So I could put like a custom tree like here. I'm getting a little too audacious with my custom trees. We'll do like a big one. And I'm going to need a lot more leaves. Something like... Start the leaves here, maybe? Okay, now this side has to come out a lot, because it's going to be our lowest angle. And your boy needs... Oh, yeah, I forgot that you don't do that. That's a little annoying. That's okay. I just need more leaves now. And there's... All my oak trees have grown because, of course, they have, along with all of my wheat. We've been at this build for a couple days. This farm's taking longer than I think I'd like to admit. Even though I felt like I had it down. Like, I felt like I didn't make a lot of creative changes to that build, and it still took me a minute, man. I'm telling you, I'm just like a horribly slow builder. And you know what? It's okay. I think we need to normalize taking your time on builds and not forcing yourself into something that looks like dog doo-doo. I'm really happy with this barn, and I think a lot of it is because I took my time, and I think that was sick. Okay, I really don't like these two together. What if instead I just used stripped spruce, which I think looks a little bit nicer. Also, I didn't need to remove that one. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. This just looks like a regular Minecraft tree. I kind of hate myself for doing that. Hold on. I gotta do a little bit more to this, right? Well, I gotta get to a higher vantage point to look at this. It's actually not so bad. I think that I need to come up a little bit on some of this, though. What if you just plumped it up a lot on every angle here? Like, how annoying is this gonna be overall? Okay, wait, I like that. I actually think this looks good now. This, like, amount of leaves here are awesome. Sick! Okay, wait, cool! I'm still not absolutely sold on this. I'm half tempted to see about bringing in some oak logs to pair with this. Yeah, wait, that's so much better. That looks way nicer. Yo, dude, that's so sick. Let's go get some sand from over here, which is away from the base. And then I'm going to use that to put windows both in my tower from my home, but also on this barn. And then I get the absolute displeasure of putting my animals away, which is, I think, going to be a hassle. The barn is, of course, lacking a little detail in the back. Listen, I'm going to pull a green and just not do the back of my build. It's not necessary, man. It looks really good from the front. I do need to put, like... I probably should put a wall or, like, a door in this, though. I do have a couple more of these. Something like this. Honestly, keep this. Oh, and I think you can do... Where's marble blocks? Wait. Boom, bam, bop, bing. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then we have, like, little windows. And we can keep those open. I actually don't hate that at all. I think that looks nice. Okay, sick. And while we're back here, we can do some decoration here. Bro. This space is coming along really nicely. This barn looks so freaking sick, dude. I actually really like it with this tree, too. That's so nice. Yo! I'm lit about that. Let's start smelting some of our sand here. And let's get some stuff put away. I really need to organize this. You know what? Next thing we're going to build, I think, is going to be a storage house. Because I've got a bunch of just absolute junk on me. How much leather? 18? Not bad. We really need to go on a hunt for some more stuff. And by stuff, I mean leather. I need leather, and I need sugarcane. Oh my goodness. Hello. I guess we have a pet now? Am I in the update where I can craft name tags? No. Dang it. Okay. That's the, like, little baby update. I don't know what the heck it's called. I'm in 1.21.11. You really can't craft a name tag? Well, you're just gonna go Actually, you know what? Tell me down in the comments, what should this little guy's name be? You tell me what his name should be. Look at him. Soulless eyes. Alright. We need to get all of our animals now moved back into there. We gotta replace the floor as well. You know what? The floor is usually dirt in these bases, right? Okay, so we pretty much just need to get these guys in. However, I need to separate all their pins with fences. So let's go grab some fences and then move you all in. I think it's about time. So now that we have our barn built, I want to get all of our animals put into the barn since they're just hanging out right now. So I think we'll start by moving the cows as they're our most important. Let's go ahead and get them in. Although I do need to create sort of the like inside. I need to create the partition down the middle here. So let's grab some fences, and I'm thinking maybe some barrels might not look bad here, but let's see what we can kind of work with. So I definitely want some barrels and some fences. I do have fences, I don't have barrels. Here's what I do need is some slabs though. We'll use the oak fence instead of the spruce fence because I think I want to use that for something else here shortly. But we do have to make some barrels. So let's just grab a bunch of our wood. Let's make just a ton of these. Now here's my idea, and that idea is to put fence, honestly, probably right here and right here. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. I guess maybe it should go here instead. This isn't going to give my animals a lot of space, though. Maybe I don't care as much about my pigs and sheep having so much space. And so this one could be right here while this one's right here. But then it's kind of an uneven design. That's fine. Let's just keep it the way it was. Put fences right the way across. We'll have a fence gate here. Now I do want 2 barrels pretty much right where the fence gate is. And then throw slabs on top of these, so that way no animals nor I can get out or in. I could just steal the fence gates they have, but let's grab oak fence gates, since my fence is oak. Let's go put these fence gates on. We'll go 1 and 1. I do need my torches somewhere. Part of me actually has a different idea. So what if instead we filled this in right here at the top with some slabs? And then I'm just going to fill in the back. I'm going to fill in the roof of this barn with some spruce slabs. That way we have like an actual dedicated roof. And then I can put, if I care to access the very top, I'll put some ladders or something up there. I don't know, maybe we can put like hay or something, but genuinely I just don't see us really interacting with that space a whole bunch, so I don't know that it is entirely necessary. Now what I would like to do is to make a couple lanterns here. Now, my idea is to hang lanterns somewhere in this space so that it's actually well lit once I put the roof on, since the light from the torches won't come down, and natural light is temporary. Now, what we should do is something like this. On each side, boom, put a lantern in like that. And now the space is pretty well lit. I actually like it. Could even do something like right here. Actually, we can put one on top of our crafting table. Sick. Let's go get hay for these guys, which I can just snag right here. And let's grab a little bit of it, just so if I accidentally mess it up like I have been doing, I don't accidentally feed the cows. Nope. There we go. Okay. Can I get everyone to get out of my way, please? Okay, getting the cows in was a little bit more painful than I actually wanted it to be, so let's hope it's not the same with the sheep and pigs. Okay, sheep, you're with me. There's only 2 of you. You should be pretty simple. Okay, pigs are going to be a lot more annoying. There's a ton of them, and I'm going to have to figure out a way to get them into the sheep pen without getting the sheep out of that pen. Okay, so this might get a little bit convoluted, but we'll try our absolute best here. Okay, that's like everybody, I think. Alright, I think that's pretty much everybody. So we have our sheep and our pigs on this side. Oh, man. I didn't really think about the fact that you guys could just sneak out. No, no. You wanted to sneak out. This is your punishment. You're grounded. For eternity, I guess. Boom. Now we have everybody in. Now everyone's in with no viable way to get out, to my knowledge. Let's hope it stays that way. And we'll just have to continue to kind of breed them up as we work throughout this world a little bit more. But here's the next thing I want to do. I'm in my iron armor, very happy to have found it. And we did find some diamonds, which is awesome. I would like to start a mine that is just a straight up strip mine. Something I can go into and just mine peacefully and get the rest of my diamond gear. And I also need some lapis for enchanting, which hopefully I'm going to be able to get to soon. No promises on that. Let's head to bed before I keep yapping myself into a creeper spawning on me and blowing me up. No thank you. Now here's the big thing with this mine, right? I do want one, for sure. That I am 100% positive of. What I am not positive of is how to set this up. So what I think I want to do is I want to normalize the landscape around us. So basically what I mean by that is I want to bring this space up to where this dirt is here, which means I need to kind of get rid of my tree farm here and put a lot of dirt in this area. And the biggest reason for that is that we're going to use a lot of this open space for our builds. So I think what I want to do is build a small house that houses like a small storage space for our mining stuff, but also has like our stone cutter, our furnaces, our anvils, whatever. And off to the side of that home will be the entrance to our mine, which will probably be based with a ladder and not like a staircase, just because it might be easier. But that's going to entail me going to get some dirt. So we're going to run right over here with a sheep, horse, or I think that's a donkey. Sheep, donkey, and chicken are. We're going to mine up a ton of the dirt that's around this area. And then I'm going to use that dirt to level my own. Alright. I took down the top part of this hill. I'm going to use the like 3+ stacks of dirt that I have here. See how far this gets me and kind of tying all this together. And then I think I'll just kind of go from there. I think in an ideal world, we should start from probably our lowest point here and then build up. And I have an idea. I actually think you could bring in another like pseudo retaining wall here. So maybe this whole thing doesn't have to come out, but most of it will need to. But if we throw in another retaining wall, we can keep it stylish while still being functional for exactly what I wanted it to do, which is house a build. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more dirt. I'm starting to think. Here, okay. We could also do something a little different, right? I plan to have a build right here, obviously, to kind of balance the weight of the barn. Probably something small, though. And then over here is where I want, like, the mining house to be. I guess in an ideal world, we could stack something more with the house. In fact, we could just build an extension to this. I don't know. I don't love that idea. I really like the house. Like, it's small, it's quaint, makes sense. We got to get all this filled in still. Let's just keep hunting more dirt. We got a lot of time. We got a big mountain we can get all this dirt from. That's okay. That's okay. I think we can manage. It'll be all right. This has got to be enough dirt to do what I'm trying to do here. I broke a whole iron shovel, man. Please just be enough. Let's get our trees mined up real quick. Let's not let them be in the way here. All right. It's about to be nighttime. I think I have the size I really need here. We just kind of need to flatten this out and make it look more natural over this way. But I think once we build a little bit over here for the build I want that kind of ties with the barn, I think it'll look pretty good. And honestly, it's still in the works. I'm still kind of racking my brain on what kind of stuff I want to do to kind of tie this whole build together. But I think I have a couple of good ideas. Okay. I think that's going to look pretty natural once everything starts to grow back in. So now we need to look at this space. And let's start that by doing what I always do and clearing out the entire area. Okay, and there we go. Now we have a big, nice little big old area here to work with. So we have this, and now we have this right here. So here's my idea, right? I want to build a very small kind of mining outpost area right here. And I think to do that, we may even want to bring some of this down. I gotta think about how I want to build this real quick. I'm just looking at the space. I think we need to do a little bit more tidying up. So we're going to terraform just a little bit more. Oh, no. I should have just started on my house. 2 chickens is way better than 1 chicken. Okay, I think I like this more. I like that this is on a better level closer to the house, which just means that I now need more dirt because it's okay. It's chill, it's chill. We can always grab a little bit more. The world is literally covered in a very thick layer of it. It's all over the place. I'm just gonna collect a little bit more dirt, keep terraforming because I don't know any better or when to tell myself no. Okay. I've got this cleared out. This is an instance where I think bringing the retaining wall back around to like here will be nice. Then I can put something right in this space. Okay, gosh. That took me a little bit too long to kind of figure out how I wanted that to get laid out, but I'm glad that I did. And then I need oak and spruce logs. I also need more Oh, I turned all my spruce into... Yeah, that was dumb, I think, in hindsight. That's okay. I think our axe will be suitable to mine at least one of these trees, and I don't think we need more than one right now. Alright, I completely lied, I guess. Okay. In the morning, let's get the retaining wall finished, and then I think let's start on the mining, like, area. Let's at least, like, get started on the house, so that we have an idea of where everything is going to go. Let's get this retaining wall up real quick. I finished it off with oak, so I need... spruce, oak, spruce, oak, spruce, oak. And it can stop here, I think. And then, of course, let's get our axe out of our offhand. There we go. Now the retaining wall's going back. There it is. Is it crazy to put... No. We'll build the house first, then we can work on... If I want to put more dirt in, we'll put more dirt in. I don't think I need it right now. Let's actually like work on the main purpose of doing all of this work. The house. Okay, now the big thing that I need is a lot of stone items. And I do need spruce, so I'll hold on to what I have, but we shouldn't need any oak. But I do need a stone. You know what? I'm realizing I just don't have that much stone right now. This is it. Smelt this cobble because we are going to need it. Do I have more coal I can put in there? Assuredly I do. I need to go collect some stone real quick. I'm not going to go all the way over there to where we've been getting it. I'll just kind of do it over here somewhere, I think. Let's get a little bit of cobblestone procured. That way I don't have to think too much about the rest of this build. Because we really badly need this cobblestone. Okay, I mined enough that my pickaxe broke. I am fingers crossed, and there shouldn't be any way that this isn't enough stone. But I know my luck, man. I know how unlucky I am. I just know I'm going to be like a couple pieces short, because of course I would be. Let's get a whole stack into each one of these, and I think we can probably keep the rest as part of the building items I need. I think I primarily want this whole thing made out of stone, but I think we can get some spruce in here just to kind of outline where the build is at least going to be, I think is my thought process here. So we'll go right down here. Very, very back wall is going to be here. 1, 2, 3. For the mine entrance, it'll go there. And this is just the back of the mine entrance, so we can... It's a little close. Let's move it up. Okay, let's start on the house bit first. We'll say it's going to go there. So the door will go straight in the center here. I guess we can kind of start to build out a little bit of an entrance. Okay, so that's where I want the doorway to go here. This will be a roofed project, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So it'll be this big on this side. Now the mine is supposed to go off to the other side of this. So I mean, you know, as much as I hate to say it, we're going to bring the start out just a little bit more. But it'll kind of nest in really well, I think, next to this. It's not going to be super tall or super big by any means. But it should look pretty good here. So I guess while we wait for our stone to smelt, I'm going to do the unpleasantries of mining more dirt from that mountain behind me where that sheep is. And hopefully by the time I'm done getting enough in here that there's the side mine can go in, the stone will be done cooking. All right, I am really, really hoping this is enough dirt. I just kind of finished off the layer of the hill that I was already mining. So I'm really, 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 I am with so much hope in my heart. Just hoping that this is enough. Doesn't need to come out all that much. We pretty much just need this layer to meet up. Which means I probably don't have enough. Yeah, I mean, I have enough, kinda, in terms of this is just gonna 1, 2, 3 wind up here. So the mine's not gonna be very big, right? And I'll probably come back to right there. But the general area might need some fixing. But I don't think I need to worry about it right now. I think we can actually start building and get our mine ready to go instead of worrying about, ooh, how much dirt is there? Does the dirt look okay? Like, I need to build something, man. I am fairly hopeful this will work. Let's make a couple stairs. And you know what? For this build, let's just take our stonecutter with us, because I'm sure it'll come into play at some point here. But I actually want to get working on this. So we're just going to build like a small, like little cabin style build, I think, right off to the side here. And then here is going to be our actual mine. So we'll have a pretty decent workway into this, I think. So, and I think to start this, we're going to go up 2, 3, 4, and kind of just take all these up to 4. I think that this should be a decent enough size. So let's just connect everything outside together. And I'm thinking I might strip this, but I'm actually not super dead set on that yet. Maybe this should have wood at the front of it. I mean, I guess. It doesn't necessarily matter, but it probably would look a little bit better. So this will be the general shape of it, which I'm super not mad at. I want some windows to be out at the front like this. And now the side of the building just needs to be, well, all stone. Okay. Now all the walls are in. It's coming along nice. It's meant to look a little broken up. We'll have some windows off to the side. That's perfectly fine. Now for this part, we do want the mine to kind of look, well, like a mine. So we're going to do a little bit of stuff here. I think I have enough spruce to go ahead and make a trapdoor or two. We'll just put that there. And I do want some off to the side. We are going to kind of decorate this up a little bit. I think we'll hang some lanterns right there. Let's make some more trapdoors real quick. That way I can put some off to the side like that. Honestly, I kind of want them to come down. Now this does need to be walled off, and I think we'll just keep doing the same design that we've been doing. We'll put some wood in here as well. We'll have our door right there. Put some torches down so nothing can spawn in here, ideally. Okay. Yeah, this is not looking too bad. I think it kind of fits in with the vibe of everything else. I think this is looking pretty dang good. Now we have to do kind of the weirder part of transforming most of our spruce into just straight wood. And now we got to think about how we're going to put this roof on. I have some ideas. Here they are. Start like this with a slab out the back. And we kind of just go classic roof style, I think, here. In fact, it might be smarter to bring this up by 1 so that we have maybe something like this going on. And at that point, just put another stair here. Okay, like this. We're just going to do a very classic roof here. Nothing too crazy, something pretty simple. We need to put some stairs right at the bottom there. But you can kind of get the vibe of what I'm going for. Now, for the mine entrance, I really wanted something that was a little bit different, and that's kind of why I had it peek out. But if I do that, the roof is going to look a little off. So what if you just give me this? I got to truly think about how to incorporate the mine. What if we didn't use any wood in this at all, actually, and we just made this a kind of like a tower, I guess, would be like a tower addition to the build as a whole. Maybe that will look just overall better. I'm kind of brainstorming here. And then we can also have like campfires at the top of this to let it kind of billow out. I think that'll be sick. And let's see if we can actually figure out like a decent enough roof design for this. Okay. I think at that point, we just put some stone like pieces onto this. Where's my crafting table? Ooh, wait. Oh, wait. This is a good chance to incorporate some of our deep slate, actually. Okay, let's finish the roof on this thing real quick, and then I'll need to push the whole thing back. I'm working on my words, man. So let's start here. And honestly, is it crazy to bring that up by 1 more? A little bit, but what if instead of... What if we just did that? Yeah, I don't dislike this at all. I'm half tempted to put a slab here so that I can bump this up by 1 more. So if I put one there, and then instead of having this stair, I instead doubled up. Well, it would have been fine if I had enough blocks. Okay, let's head to bed. We'll make some more in the morning. I can figure this out at a later date. Okay, let's get the roof kind of finished putting in here, and then we'll check on everything. Now, I think I want the top part of this roof on this end to be the stone, the cobblestone that I've been, like, spending forever smelting. I probably should have looked at that and saw if that was done, because it probably is, and now I'm a big dumb idiot. We do get the luxury of being able to do the roof correctly on this side here, like that. I actually have not yet thought about how I want to do this part. I have an idea. We're going to go right here and then right in the middle with stripped spruce, I think. And then off to the side. I like that vibe. I like that. Honestly, like, what's stopping me from just doing something like that? Is that crazy? We can decorate later. No one's stopping us from decorating. I'm stopping myself from being smart, though. I'm now at a stone brick. So let's hope we don't need any more, I guess. Wait, I do need more because I need slabs. Dang it. Wait, I can fix this. Hold on, watch. Watch a master at work. Okay, and then we can go every other and maybe put like a block instead. It would have been really nice. I'm going to assume the answer is no, right? Yeah, I thought so. I was going to say, it would have been really cool to be able to put some trapdoors in here, but that's okay. Yeah, dude. I mean, I can't lie, that looks pretty nice. I'm a pretty big fan. I'll tell you what I'd be a bigger fan of, though, is if I removed this entire thing and did it in the opposite order. Blocks out on the front, trapdoors out off to the side. So we'll go block, then that. Looks a little odd at the top, but from the side, I think it'll look a lot nicer. Like that. Yeah, dude. That honestly makes me half tempted to put like a small chimney like right here. And I think that's going to be super easy to do by making a single campfire and making just a 1 block tall chimney. So my goal is to put a chimney right here that's roughly the size of this, if not a little even smaller. And then I got to get my windows in, and then I got to actually make my mine. But honestly, I'm kind of elated with the way the base is turning out right now. I got to get some more farms in, some custom trees. I still need something for my enchanting setup, which actually reminds me, I could be spending some of this time while waiting to breed my animals up real quick. Boom! Everybody gets some. Everybody deserved it. Now I gotta wait for them to grow. I guess I could, I could spare some to breed the sheep, I guess. Not all that necessary, but I've got them there, why not? Let's go get our chimney on. I think we have more than enough blocks to do what I'm trying to do here. So we're going to go start with an andesite, go up. How do I like this height? Let's bring it down by 1. We're going to have to just take a little bit of damage here. It's all right. It's all right. Dude, it actually looks pretty nice. I'm actually like a big fan of it. Let's get to bed. In the morning, let's get the floor in, let's get the windows in, and then we'll have to kind of figure out what we want to do mine-wise. I think I have some okay ideas. That's going to involve adding a little bit of detail around the area, but I'm happy. I'm very happy with the way that build turned out. Let's go start digging out our little area and plotting our course here, I think. So I want the mine to be kind of this whole section. And in fact, I think we could put fences and a fence gate at the front of this. That way, 1, no mobs fall down on us while we're digging. But also 2, we don't accidentally fall down and freaking die. Right there. So now mobs should have a difficult time getting in. All right, I'm going to spend way too much time taking a 3x3 section all the way down to where I think diamonds would be. And then I'm going to go strip mining. So maybe you'll come back to me either at the bottom, dead, in which case you won't see this video, or alive, and or maybe I just didn't have enough ladders. That's also, I guess, that could happen too. Although I very much hope not. I did get pretty far down, and by pretty far down I mean not really all that far, but I ran out of torches, so I placed my last one down there so nothing would spawn. But now I need to head back up and make more torches. I was going to make some on the fly, but I actually didn't find any coal. I have pretty much only found iron and lapis. That's like it. That's like all I found. Let's go make our torches, and then let's head to bed. In the morning, we keep mining. Pretty much no reason to stop unless our pickaxe... I should make another. I'm realizing now I should make another one. I did break one of them. I need to make one more, because I don't think we're going to get down to even deep sleep with this, to be honest. I broke both my pickaxes again, but I'm almost done. I mean, this is the very bottom of the world, I think, or it's close. I think this is negative like 27 right there. So now it's just time to go back up, place some torches down where we didn't because I was too busy mining, and then go from there. I did run into a cave. It's like right where this cobblestone is. You know me. I'm just not messing with that. All right, now our ladder is fully connected to the very bottom. We got to get to the top. That has taken, a minute to get all the way down there. I have no idea what time, like how long that's taken, but it's been a long time. I mean, IRL, it's been like 20 plus. Dude, iron pickaxes just don't get through that deep slate very well. Yeah, it looks like we literally mined into the next day. How quaint. Okay, that's fine. All I need to do is make another like 2 pickaxes, so that's okay. It's okay that happened. You know what? This would be a good argument to go ahead and kind of finish up my mine. Now look, I found a little bit of iron to replace what I've already used. That's good. Now we just get to keep going, I think. All right, I am finally at Y-57. I think technically Y59 is the best level to do this at, but I'm not looking for optimization. I'm looking for comfortability, and I think -57 gets us out of like big lava pool territory, which is like ideal. I'd like to not run into lava pools as much as humanly possible, because running into lava pools is mad annoying. All right, all torches are in. Now we get the pleasantry. I need to basically mine straight ahead all 3 blocks, like right here. I'm going to mine a little 3x3, and then we'll start doing our strip mining, a little tunneling system. And then hopefully I can find like a good amount of diamonds. I need at least, I think, 2 for an enchanting table, and I need, I think it's 24. 5 plus 4 is 9. 8 plus 7 is 15. It's 20. Yeah, I need 24 diamonds to make my full set of armor. And you know what? Hey, I wouldn't be mad about making tools either. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can find a couple. And honestly, I'm going to do what I've been doing the last couple videos because I've liked it. It seems to have, viewers seem to love this. I'm just going to do a little cut comp, editor's cut comp of me finding diamonds. And I'll say what I always say. I'm going to mine until I either find all the diamonds I need or I break my iron pickaxe. If I break my pickaxe before I find anything, no cut comp, and I'll come back to you upset. Thoughts? I think it'll work out for both of us. I'm just going to keep going in this direction until I feel like I've gone far enough, and then I will probably turn around and head in the opposite direction and kind of just do my system like that. That's my game plan. But let's find some diamonds ASAP so I don't have to do this for hours, please. Like in an ideal world, I'm down here, 30 minutes max. We'll see. I broke one of my pickaxes going down this way. We've gone down quite a ways, so I think it's just turn around and go back the other direction and see if we can find something. Oh, I'm really trying not to break a third pickaxe on my hunt for diamonds and get nothing. I've broken 3 total basically while mining. One after we kind of completed the mine, one just back there. And I really don't want to break this one, because that'll be 3. And I haven't found a single diamond, boys. It's actually, I'm in the trenches right now. I'm actually in the trenches. Alright, this direction is just lava. So, I guess we'll turn around and go the other direction. Oh, man. Dang it. I thought I would be, like, not necessarily immune to finding lava pools, but I would be much less likely to find them. I guess that's not the case. I should have just gone down 2 more blocks at that point. Maybe I would have found some freaking diamonds by now. Alright, I just broke my 3rd pickaxe. I have not found a single diamond at all. I need to go get more food. I'm only on 9 bread. Okay, I have an idea, though. I do have an idea. Here's my big brain, huge, big... no smoothness, wrinkles all over the brain idea. I'm gonna make a diamond pickaxe. Listen, it might not seem like a good idea, but like, hear me out. If I make a diamond pickaxe, it won't break nearly as fast, right? And if I get lucky and I can find at least 3 diamonds, right? It's paid for itself. And in an ideal world, I find even more than that. Maybe it's just the fact that I don't have a diamond pick. I need a diamond pick to find diamonds. It's how, you know, that's how, like, magnets work, right? They attract each other. And so if I run the math for magnets and just replace magnets with diamonds, it just makes sense that if I have a diamond pickaxe, it would attract diamonds. You know? Who else on YouTube is doing brain this big? It would be middle of the night. It actually would be. That's my luck. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my 100 days. Oh my... Not even close, dude. You guys just fell for the bait, dude. I don't know what to tell you. If you fell for it, you gotta subscribe. It just is what it is. If you thought I was gonna die, if you were like, oh my god, FatieDaddy's gonna die, you gotta subscribe, dude. You got it. It's the rules. Listen, and this is what I'm saying. I stand correct. My diamond pickaxe attracted these diamonds to show up here. They wouldn't have if I was holding an iron pick. That's just the truth. Oh, but you can be more than that. Oh yeah, you can. Oh yeah, you can. Anybody else? No, that's okay. And I don't even need anyone else. Let's keep this mining stuff going. Something about this, you know? I really locked in. Alright, quick update. I have found 13 whole diamonds. Not bad. Listen, what happened? What did I say? I mine with a diamond pickaxe, I'll find more diamonds, and I was right. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's, you know, I don't need to be on an episode of Fact or Fiction. That's for my old head. Some of you youngins don't know about that. But I know for a fact, don't get Mythbusters involved. That's for my old head, so you youngins don't know about that. Don't get the Mythbusters. Don't bust my myth, dude. Okay? It went a ton down that way, so much so that I can't see the end of it. Let's start a mine here. I don't want to have to continue to run all the way back down there to mine more, to have to run all the way back again. That feels ridiculous. So we'll just start a mine here and kind of just keep going, see what we can get done. Alright, I kind of zoned out on this one. I just used my entire stack of torches down this one line. So it's going to take me a minute to get down there, but update. 36 whole diamonds. I actually found 36 quite a bit before getting all the way down there, but I was really hoping I could find just like a couple more in case I needed extras, but 36 is more than enough to make all of our tools diamond, including a new pickaxe, my full set of armor, and my enchanting table, and I think that's pretty much all I need diamonds for. You know what I mean? I don't need, like, anything too crazy. So here's my game plan. Let's get back home, make our diamond kit, and then I want to get some of our plants planted. I've only had wheat this whole time, which is not good for a video where I'm building a farm. So I need to get like little patches of other plants placed around somewhere. And I think I have an idea for how I want to do this, but I think it's going to also require more terraforming than I've already done, which is a little annoying, but I think it is what it is. I think we can at least get that done and have a cool looking base, and I'm very excited for that. I would also really like to hope that it is a daytime up there, but knowing my luck, it probably is not. Look, oh my gosh, there's so many mobs on my freaking lawn, dude. No. I need to get all this oh my god. I think there's an enderman outside my house. Oh my gosh, there is. Hey buddy, I'm just gonna leave you alone. I need to put all of my mining trip stuff away real quick. Okay, let's make our full diamond kit. Chest plate, leggings, helmet, boots. Very nice. Watch this. Cool transition. Wow. Look at him go. Wasn't that so sick? Wasn't that a rad transition? I'm sure my editors put a lot of effort into that transition. They had to have. They had to. They better have. They better have. They better have. Okay, now we get to make our tools. We need a new pickaxe. Boom. Diamond axe. Boom. A diamond shovel. Boom. And, of course, a sword. And we have exactly 3 diamonds left. Those 3 diamonds are going to go towards our enchanting table. It, like, needs to, pretty much. So now that I have my full diamond kit set up, I want to get some of our other plants. So I have beetroot. I have potatoes. I know that I have carrots somewhere. And I do have more wheat seeds, which I do need to finish off my little wheat section anyway. So now I need to think about how do I want this to look. So I think I have some ideas. First of all, I'm going to need more oak stuff. And I don't have a lot of oak wood, surprisingly. I guess I actually maybe shouldn't be too surprised about that. That makes sense. I've been using a lot of it. I think the fences that I have are fine. We do have some slabs in here. That should be enough, I think. Here, we can discuss our game plan real quick, right? So I think out at the front, potentially next to the barn, but mostly like right here, I want 2 different, like I want squares of each thing that I'm farming, right? So in the long run, we'll have like a big setup farm right here with our buildings off to the side. I do want my wheat farm to stay up here. I might even extend this back a little bit. And then of course, I'm definitely extending it back here. Wheat can stay there, but beetroot, potatoes, and carrots need to go out front. So that's my goal, I think. Now, you could do something even more ridiculous, and instead of having dedicated, like, little squares, you could just kind of place the plants everywhere, which I think will look pretty nice, but I think overall might not be what I'm exactly going for. Bro, if you blow up any part of this build, I'm gonna be very upset. Maybe I should go inside while I'm doing this. Maybe don't be dumb. So yeah, I think we just want them out here, kind of around this area. I haven't really decided if I want to take this messy. I don't think so. I think I want this to be organized as everything else is pretty well organized. So let's get our stuff right out here. I still need like a little storage house, and I might even do a storage tower. That could be kind of sick. And it could house our enchanting setup too. Or we put a little storage thing here and a tower there. I don't know yet. I'm not set. All right, it took me a minute to like actually fully brainstorm what I'm doing. So okay, I have an idea now with the space. So I think we go to bed, and in the morning when the rain is done, we can get started putting our farms in. I think that's the next step. I do want a storage system, so I'm gonna have a silo kind of in between this tower and this tree. So it'll be like right over here, which means I'll need to bring up some dirt, but that's fine. I can go get some more in the morning. And then I still gotta put my portal, but I have an idea for what I want to do. I have ideas, boys, but it's bedtime, so let's get to bed. And honestly, before we even do that, I need some food. I have like a ton of raw beef. Let's just use it. I've been like surviving off of almost purely bread, and I have 1 piece left, so I need more. So yeah, in the morning, I'll get my food and we'll start building. I think our storage system should be next, because we are running pretty low on areas to sort everything. I've wasted, I think, just enough time. I gotta start planting stuff, dude. I'm so far behind, it's unreal. We can start by planting the rest of our seeds here, I think. Oh my gosh. Dude, he scared me so bad. I forgot he was here. See, it's been a small cut for you guys. It's been a whole 2 days since I recorded on this world. I completely forgot we had a wandering trader. Oh my gosh, that scared me so bad. So here's my game plan, right? I think I talked about this already, but I'm going to reiterate because, again, it's been 2 days for me. I want to put some of my other plants and get some small crop fields right out here because this is meant to be a farming base, and I've got my animals and I've got my wheat, but I'm missing my beetroot, carrots, and potatoes. So we're going to put those here. I do have an idea for another structure, which is going to go right over here, which I need to kind of level this dirt out. So more dirt mining, because of course there is. But it's going to act as both my enchanting setup and my storage system, I think. Like my big storage system. So that's my game plan. And I think I want to go with something that you would find on a farm, which I think is I think windmills are there. I think there's windmills on farms. Now, I do have an idea for the type of design I'd like to do for these little areas. I want them to be small, like platforms, like actual platforms. Do I have enough oak for this, actually? I'm realizing maybe I don't. Let's go on a little trip, because I took down all my trees over here, but there are some right there. We need to mine basically just a bunch of oak wood, and then I can come back over here and continue. I also need this oak wood for the windmill anyway, so I'm going to just spend a little bit of time getting a ton of oak wood mined out, and then building my little farm areas, because that's more important, and then getting my windmill built. That's my game plan. The big game plan in bold letters. Editor, just put it on there. Hey, I see, hey, that's Comic Sans. You don't put Comic Sans on there. Okay, you put a normal subtitle. Put it in Times New Roman. But actually put it in Arial font. Now make it bold. That's what I thought. The big plan. It's going to be really dumb if I said all that and then my editors actually don't put that in and now I look like an idiot. They wouldn't do that to me, I think. Alright, I have finished basically mining every tree in the general vicinity that was oak. There's also some cows over here, and I want their leather for my enchanting setup. Because I think I am still missing some, despite the fact that I have cultivated my own cow farm. The issue is that I never took the time to actually breed my cows because I spent so much time away from the base, and then when I was at the base, I was building, and listen, I've got ADHD, man. I wasn't gonna take the time to remember to do this, and then I forgot. So I can't be bothered. But I did take the time to cultivate my sugarcane a bit, so we should have more than enough for that. So really what I need right now is more stairs. I think I have everything I need. So here's my idea. I basically want them to be raised. So, okay, dang it. I'm still unprepared. I need dirt. Listen, man, I'm forgetting. Okay, hold on. I should have some dirt, though. We're going to have a small raised little area kind of off to the side here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the outside, you want something that looks like this. And right in the middle, we'll put water with a slab. And then this is where we get to bring our fence and our lantern. And this is kind of what all of them are going to look like. They're just going to be like little small plots. We'll put one right there. We'll put one back here as well. And I think it'll look pretty nice overall, actually. So I think for this one, we can do potatoes. And mostly the reason these are small is because I just don't have a lot of any other crop that isn't wheat right now. So I need spaces that I can actually fill up. And they'll look pretty nice. I think that looks pretty good. I honestly might actually do a different design here. Maybe I don't want the slabs, and instead I want stripped oak wood and then stairs in between this. That way you can't see the dirt. I actually do like this a lot better, and I can even put trapdoors on top of this to give it a little bit more oomph. Or you could be really crazy. Watch this. Oh my god, he's insane. Clinically diagnosed insane. Slabs. I do like that. Strip this as well. I like that way more. So let's do this. We'll do all of that in the morning, and then we can finish off our 3 other plots, and then get started on our windmill. So let me get up all of this, and replace it with oak wood and stairs. Keep the slabs on me, but get my stairs in my inventory maybe. And this will also give me like clean access to all of this to like, you know, procure my items, if you will. Although it is a little larger than I kind of maybe anticipated. So let's get another one of these in here real quick. We can start it, I think, just like right where this one is, right? I'll have to do a little bit of terraforming around here. That's okay. I can manage. And this one can be our beetroot, which I really need more of. I don't think I have any bones, though. So I don't know that I can, like, easily acquire bone meal, but I can just make a composter and get it that way, I think. Let me see if I have any bones or bone meal, and if not, I'm going to make a composter. Oh, I already have one. Wait. I'm so intelligent. I might be the smartest person to ever touch Minecraft the game. What do I have a lot of? I have a ton of saplings. I can just use these, right? I don't think I have enough carrots, so I'll use this bone meal to get my carrots and my beetroot farms fully set up. Okay, I only got 4 bone meal. That's probably problematic, but I do have a ton of wheat. Wait, he's so smart. Albert Einstein MC, new YouTube channel name, thoughts? I got 8. And I can get the rest of my wheat if I really need it. But let's start by doing that. Which netted me 7 whole beetroot seeds. Wow, okay. Let's get the rest of our wheat gathered then, and I'll bone meal all this and replace it, because I don't know any better, and I love to give myself tedious tasks. Part of that tediousness is going to be replanting all of this wheat, which is awesome. Alright, I got it all replaced. Let's get to bone mealing. I didn't even touch my scroll wheel, bro. What are we talking about? How did I place a stair on top of my composter? Okay, what did that net me? Another 7? That didn't do... I mean, 8 didn't get me anywhere near where I needed to be, so... Yeah, like, this took 5. What are we talking about, bro? Okay, well, let's leave that. Let's get another one built here. Where do I want this to go? I kind of want it right here. Is that crazy? Let's put some dirt in real quick, and then I can assess how absolutely insane I'm being by doing this. So I think I want one to go here. It is going to be a little in the way of my path. Is that really an important issue, though? Kind of not. I kind of do want one here, but maybe it's not as necessary. In fact, for the time being, I'm going to assume that it's not, just because I genuinely don't have the time to think. I spent a lot of time doing other stuff, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't love how close this is. It's whatever. Doesn't have to look nice, it just needs to be functional, I think. Oh, yo, I do not have nearly enough carrots. That's okay. All this will grow while I'm building my next building, so I think that's probably fine. Now we have all three of our little farming areas, which I do like. I kind of wish I moved this over a little bit. I wish all of them had shifted over a little bit, but I think that's probably fine, actually. We're going to have some plant life and stuff in between, so it's chill. Now, here's the thing. I do need some cobblestone walls. And then I really need more stone brick. We're going to smelt some of it, but we can get started on the general building, I think, right now. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to get dirt over here. I forgot. Okay, hold on. I just want it to be a little taller because I don't want it to look absolutely goofy being on, like, a super low level. And the top of it just meets where this tower is, because that feels like it would be really stupid. And we can just kind of keep it as a certain... Well, I'll come back and I'll maybe add dirt to this. Maybe not. I'll pull a green and not put on the back of the build, maybe. But that's all the dirt, so I'm going to have to go mine some more. I think I'll just go over to the hill that I was mining and just get it from there, since that's now flat. And then we don't need a huge area, but we do want this to come out just a little bit more, because it's not going to be small, right? It needs to fit my enchanting table along with my storage. So it needs to be, like, not massive, but a little bit larger than it is. Let's start the morning by going to get more dirt, because I really do need that stuff. But I won't bother you all with another replay of it. I gave you an 8-second replay. You'll be happy with that 8-second replay. That donkey is freaky, bro. All right, I have taken a giant chunk out of this hill, and I'm going to use it to extend my area and hope that I have enough. I think I have, like, 3+ stacks of dirt in my inventory. I don't know. It might be less. Hold on. Oh, I do. I have like almost 4 stacks. That should be more than enough. Don't quote me on that, because I could be incorrect. Let's take this out one more block back here and hope that it's enough. So in an ideal world, I need to fit my enchanting table, which will go like here-ish. And then I need 1 block, and then my books, and then a wall. So my books can go here and here. But I also need a spot for my chest. I guess my chest could be on the upper floor. Or maybe the enchanting table should be on the upper floors. I don't know, man. Let's just build a space. Let's not focus on this as much as we need to focus on everything else. So let's say we want it to be like this. Enchanting table and books. Okay, yeah, this should work. We'll have the entrance be like here. My andesite, my stone bricks, and my general stone. So boom, come over here with a little bit of andesite, maybe some stone brick. And that's how we can do this. And it'll look pretty good, I think. Yeah, so we're going to start with like stone at the bottom and then work our way up to wood, I think. I do want some stone to go into this, but we don't need like a ton of it. I think 14 is fine. So once we get done with this portion, the rest will be wood, which is probably a good thing. I have not grabbed any more water yet. And then let's put some flooring in here. I think I might need more than 18. So this will be kind of where the stone portion ends and the wood portion can begin. So we want to put like a lip on this. And I think we'll do that with stairs and slabs. Okay, good start, I think. Am I crazy to want to do, like, full blocks here with, like, a slab underneath it? Is that insane to do something like this? Kind of, yeah, it's kind of not great. I do have an idea. So what if we did something like that? I can live with this, and I think I actually will put trap doors beneath the, like, already existing stairs that are on the outside. Just to give it, like, a little more, like, I guess depth, but really it's an issue of this block is now a little too low, and I need the other one to look good. It's actually an issue of me hating myself and wanting to be able to build something cooler. This windmill doesn't need to look, like, super duper crazy, you know what I mean? Like, we just need something pretty basic. Do I have any trapdoors floating around here? I do. I have, like, a ton of them. Hello? Now, what I would like to do is something that looks like this. Kind of all the way around this thing. And then trapdoors on top of this. Yeah. So once we get something like another tower section here, I think this is going to look awesome. I think it's going to look so sick. It is about to be nighttime, so let's get to bed. And then in the morning, we keep working. We keep pushing it through. So now I want to go up on every side here with oak wood up to 5. So that's 5. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll be the height of the windmill, I think, which I think is pretty good. We also still need to put a roof on it, so it's not like quite done yet. And then for the roof, we're going to go super stupid basic. So we're just going to go out by 1 and do like a super simple build. I need more oak wood. I cannot have used it all, right? Tell me now. Maybe I could use spruce, which I do have a lot of for the roof. Oh, I'm holding so many stairs. I still need more oak, but I'm holding so many stairs. Wait, okay, don't be dumb, Fatty. Let's just go mine some more trees real quick. I don't think I need a lot of oak. I think I just need a small amount to finish off this windmill. You know what? I actually do need a little bit because I need to be able to make chests as well. All right, I have nearly 2 stacks of oak wood. That should definitely be enough. And this cliffside is basically barren. I've actually deforested a lot for a farmer. I feel like farmers maybe don't do that. I don't know, man. I'm ruining the agriculture of the surrounding land, which might be against the farmer life. But I'm a man of many talents, and one of those is destroying agriculture. I don't know what you want me to say. All right. So we're going to do something super basic. Kind of don't hate the idea of extending the roof a little bit. How do I feel about that? It's pretty good. It's not bad at all. Let's keep this design then. I'm a big fan. I can live with this. So now I need a bunch of my stone brick, as this is going to be my inside block. And I do need like just actual stone. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Okay. It ain't bad. I can live with that. That's sick. Okay. Now we have to like get down. Now I need to like fill in the space, actually. We are going to encase this. So this is the big reason I needed more oak wood. Is because I do want to encase this bottom part, and then I want something there. Actually, you know what? If I'm going to put a window here, I guess it needs to be like this. I do want a window on each side here. That's my game plan. And then at some point, I'll put a ladder in here because, like, obviously I need to be able to... Oh my gosh. It would start raining on me. That's fair. Let's go ahead and go get our ladders because I do need to be able to get up here. And we'll put the ladder, I think, on this back wall. Oh, yeah. No, that's right. I did forget about that, huh? That's okay. I can figure this out still. And I think I might still have some ladders left over from the mining trip, right? Let me go check my mining house. I have 9. Okay, well, might need a little more than that. That's okay. I can do that. That's probably not a big deal. All right, I do need some of my glass panes. I'm not actually sure how many of them I need, so I'm going to make just a couple more here. That should be more than enough. The top section is going to be completely closed off, mostly because, you know, there are mobs. Or not mobs, sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. Mostly because I need to have a way to, gosh, dude. I need to have a way to be able to put, like, the actual windmill portion out of this. And, you know, that's going to be done with wood and wool. Oh, I need wool. I didn't even think about it. Dang it, man. Okay. You know what? I have a good idea. I have what I think is a good idea. Let me rephrase. Let me not say I have a great idea. Maybe I do, though, you know? Do I have spruce trapdoors anywhere? I'm not seeing any. I can make some, though. So this is my idea. If you don't know, you can put trapdoors backwards like this. And now I can put a ladder on this. Just like that, boys. Oh, yeah. Okay, now we have this space. And honestly, I think you might just fill this entire thing up. I don't think there's any need for like a window, right? Let's fill the whole thing up, and then we will add some detail to it once we're done building, I think. Okay, so somewhere here is where I need to be able to put my actual windmill. So let's come out a little bit. I forgot to fill up this space, which I actually really need to do. Let's do it like this. Let's just put that there with wood on the side and strip this. We'll have to see how this looks with this one. I don't dislike. So I want something like this with a lantern at the bottom for a little bit of added detail. It looks fine. Now here is where I want the actual windmill to go. I think you just do something like maybe 2 pieces of wood out with a button, a stone button on it. And then I need to put my actual windmills off to the side of this. And I think I'm not smart, so I don't have a lot of great ways to handle this. I think what you do is something like this, trap doors underneath, and then like a backward stair. And I think you just go 1 more of these, and then another trapdoor off to the side of this. Yeah, and then I'll put wool on the inside of it. That seems like it might work. Let's go get the rest of the items I need for this, though, so I don't have to spend like a super egregious amount of time coming in and out of this building. And then I really need to put, like, an actual way out of here. Where are my shears, though? I need to shear my sheep. I have a pair. Okay, let me make another set of shears, because I have a feeling I'm going to need more than just what... I think I only have, like, 2 sheep. Not a good amount of them. How many of you guys exist? You know what? 3. It's a good start. Let's go out here. There's typically a ton of wild sheep just kind of hanging out. Let's grab all their wool. This is going to be for the sales of our windmill, is my thought. I'm realizing now there's not that many sheep around my base, actually. I had those two over there, and then this guy. Yeah, there's some over there. We can go. Take a little dip. I think that's all the wool I have, and that's only 32. I mean, that's realistically probably enough, but let's at least finish what we're doing, get this base, like, get this whole thing decorated, and then if I need more wool, I can just come back and get more wool. It's like whatever, right? Yeah, I need to strip the rest of this and get, like, the windmill on and then decorate the outside, because it is looking, I would say worse for wear might be the way that I would describe the way that this building is looking. Not for long, though. Don't worry, I'm on the case. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should have kept the oak, like, as it was, but, you know, I'm a little too deep now, I think, for regret. I think I just have to do what I'm doing now. Once again, let's head to bed, and then we'll keep working on this, but I think it's coming along really nicely. I'm a big fan of this. And then, of course, once we get some more decoration, in fact, it'll look something like this, watch. Once we get these in to kind of thicken up the bottom, make it more round, and we get some trapdoors and stuff along the sides, maybe some signs, I don't know. It'll, I think, really add some depth, and it'll look a lot better. So we'll do that, again, we'll keep working in the morning. It's work o'clock. So let's get up here and finish this thing. I guess we should do the one that goes on top now. Give me my fences and my trapdoors. So I think what you want to do is a very similar setup. So 1, 2, 3 with trapdoors here, here, and here. Okay, clearly. Clearly, I could maybe stand to do a little bit more work on this. I'm understanding. It's okay. I can understand the fault in my stars. You know what I mean? That's certainly a lot better, right? I think we can almost all agree on that. I really cannot decide if I'm enjoying that more or less. That feels like it's right, and I think once we plump it up a little bit, it will look a lot better. I think my only other option, right, is to put another thing, like another piece of wool here, and that's so much, though. But maybe it's supposed to be, and that's, like, probably okay. I think in that case, right, you do something probably that looks like... And then you want to bring another fence in with another piece of wool, like that. Yo, what am I doing so incorrectly? I feel so ridiculous that I cannot figure this out. I'm a 27-year-old man. How hard can this possibly be? This has gotten much more complicated than I think a windmill ever needed to be, and because of that, I'm losing my mind. I need to get rid of this. Oh my gosh. I can't even reach it. It's so tall. That does feel a little better, though, right? Like, as much as I hate to admit, like, this feels nicer, I think, overall. Yeah, that just feels nicer, I think. We'll put some glass in, too. It'll really help to thicken this up, yeah. So, well, okay. Let's finish getting this built up. And then I think it's going to look a lot better once we have everything in that we want. This bottom one is going to be very difficult. Let's see if we can mitigate some of our usage of the blocks here. We're doing something like this. So that just, you see, that just looks stupid, Fatty. You big, dumb idiot. Really does need to be 3 there, huh? I'm realizing now, maybe I should have brought it out a little more. Maybe I should have gone out by 1 more. I guess you live and you learn is the lesson. No, the lesson is tear it down and maybe build it 1 more out. Ay, ay, ay. I know how I want this to look now, so I'm prepped to rebuild quick. Also, truly, I maybe could have just built it a little taller. You know what? I should have gone with my original idea. I was going to do like a silo for my storage. I should have just gone with that. You know how much easier this would have been? Some would say this is unnecessary. I say it's only necessary. Thoughts? Okay, here's what I'm learning, though. I need to get more bone meal, and then I really need more... I need to use that bone meal to make white glass. Oh my gosh. You know what is mildly infuriating about these 100 days is I never find just like a mob spawner early on that I can use for XP and bones and blah, 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 all the other blah, blah, blah. I only ever find caves with nothing except like 20 billion endermen in 3 hostile skeletons that I have to run away from because they're demolishing me. I got 8 bone meal. It is just about to be bedtime, so we'll go to sleep. In the morning, we keep working. It looks dumb without the propeller on it. It's making me mad. It's gotta have the propeller, man. I'm freaking out. I need the propeller. I need it, dude. All right, let's get to building. Holy, you've got to be kidding. Tell me it's a thunderstorm so I can just sleep through the night. Thank you. let's start with this one off to the side, because we already know what we want to do here. So we go 1, 2, 3. And we are going to go upside down stair. Now I need trapdoors underneath this block and right here. How do I get beneath this to put something in? I guess like that, huh? Okay, like this. Good. I gotta put my wool in now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Meaning I actually don't need this specific trapdoor. Hold on, he's cooking. That's one of them down. Okay, now we need to do the same thing up top by going 1, 2, 3. So I want this like that. This needs to do a very similar thing. So we'll do this, 1, 2, 3. This here with a fence with another block of wool. Oh my gosh, that should not have taken as long as it did, but it did. That's okay. Let's go to trapdoors in here because I don't want to revisit this one. I need a trapdoor here, here, and then here. And I want one, boom. I guess I could put another one here. Like, is it hurting anything if I do that? Probably not. This one's going to go 1, 2, 3. And the wool is going to go at the bottom of this. I knew we'd get there eventually. It did take longer than I really wanted it to. I gotta be honest. I'm just being honest. That's how I feel. It only took us a whole day, but now the propellers are not done yet, but very close to being done. I need to get all of my glass now. We want to make a bunch of white dye. Let's empty out our inventory of some of the stuff we don't need really right now. And I have glass here. Okay, good. Now this will go up top. Okay, we're so in. It is about to be nighttime, but we're going to get all the glass in. Dude, this is kind of looking sick, actually. Once we get this glass in, it's going to look even cooler, I think, actually, like, unironically. Because we'll get it up here, and this will thicken kind of the whole thing. I might have to remove these trapdoors, though. But I think that that's probably okay. We'll see how it looks in the morning, I think, and then we can go from there. But we're very rapidly closing in on the end of this video, so I want to make sure that we're getting everything done ASAP. Even though I wasted a ton of time putting propellers on a windmill. Can you believe that? Can you believe that Chicken Joe from Surf's Up? So let's see how this looks. If we just put the glass in like this. So I think the big issue is that this is... If I bring it up by 2, is that crazy? Yeah, it looks horrific. Okay, don't do that. Just get all the glass in. And we'll take a look at it from a different angle, maybe. Okay, it's not terrible. I do have a thought here, and that is to potentially put wool behind the glass to really thicken this up. Yeah, that does just look a lot better, right? I think I might have enough glass if... Oh, I definitely don't. Wait, I definitely don't, right? Because they're going to take 4 on each. You know what? It did take a while, and I'm still not technically done, but it looks awesome. I'll say that, you know? I'm a man who can admit when his stuff looks cool, and my stuff looks cool. How am I going to, like, intelligently get back here? The answer is I am not. I think the propellers on the windmill are officially done, and it just looks way better with the extra set of... Yeah, that looks sick, dude. It's actually really cool. Let's get a door on this thing and get some design aspects on it as well. I think I do have a spruce door. So first off, door in. Like that. Now we need to work on decoration, because it is a little bland, I think. So first off, anywhere where I have that, I want a stair that kind of... And it doesn't need to be on the... I guess it kind of does. I think this will just help kind of the like, actual propeller portions look okay. I'm not, like, super upset about the way they look already, but I think this is just another added thing. Now, out to the side of this, I also want some detail. Mostly because I think the side is going to be more... This side specifically is going to be more visible when it comes to the thumbnail. Not good. But I never regrew a spruce tree either. Uh-oh. That's kinda a problem. I also got rid of all my saplings too, huh? Okay, nobody freak out. Where did I even get my spruce tree from, I think is the real question. There's snow up there, but that doesn't guarantee anything. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna go on a hunt real quick and see if I can find a freaking spruce tree. If I recall, we spawned near some, maybe? I don't know for sure. But we also spawned near this village, so I'm going to use this village as a sort of guiding path back to spawn, which I think is on top of one of these mountains over here. And then the hope is that, well, one, I need to go steal a bed because it's probably going to be nighttime by the time I actually get to where I want to be. But the hope is that there is a spruce tree left that I didn't already cut down, because I cut down a lot of stuff. It's a birch tree. Okay. Spruce tree. Oh, baby. I was so worried. I don't have the time to like travel very far. It was basically the top of this mountain or bust, so I'm really happy there was something here. Oh, you know what I would really like to find? We are in a flower forest kind of area, but I don't see any. I would have loved to have found those like really tall trees. Oh my god, there's a ton of spruce. Yeah, I would have liked to have found some of those like, oh, those right there, rose bushes. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, good, wait. That's so good. Priorities, priorities. This mountain not only has the rose bushes, but also has more spruce. Is there any over there that I can see? I don't see any rose bush. Okay, let's go over there. And by over there, I mean right over there. Let's get some of the rose bushes, which I can attempt to bone meal, assuming I get enough bone meal. And then we can make this, like, dumb easy on ourselves. The only reason I want rose bushes is because I want another, like, farming section that has the tall flowers. Okay, it is nighttime, though, so let's get to bed. And in the morning, we'll grab our spruce and maybe some more flowers. I don't see any more rose bush, but that's okay. It's not what I'm here for. Or at least it wasn't the main reason. It was the main reason I chose this side, but at the end of the day, even if there were no rose bushes, I was getting spruce no matter what. Okay, I have to be so careful up here because I could just fall. Honestly, 28 is probably enough. I didn't need that much spruce, let's be honest. And I have 4 saplings. I can grow more if I really need it. I have such limited time. I want to get this windmill decorated, get my chests in it, and attempt to get my enchanting table set up in there, although I don't think I'm gonna have enough time, which stinks. That's okay though. We still, you know what matters is that we tried. We have a super sick looking farming base that, like, honestly, I wouldn't mind coming back to this for like a 200 days and just really expanding this whole area, putting like a bunch of like small houses out here, maybe some more farms. I don't know, expanding the ones we have wouldn't be too bad either. Like, you could really do a lot, I think. Boom. Okay, so let's finish putting the trim up. And then I want some trap doors around the way as well. I think, in particular, I want them here. Whatever makes this not look so stupid. I think I want, like, kind of want, like, a fence here with a lantern on it. Am I holding my lanterns? Yes, I am. Yeah, I think that's not terrible. With that, though, I kind of want trapdoors to also come down this way as well. 2 trapdoors, because I can't do a third there. I need more trapdoors, though. It's a good thing we grabbed so much spruce. Dude, the windmill is sick, bro. I gotta be honest with myself. This thing is cool, brother. Oh my gosh, I didn't put all the walls into it. Wow, I just do not have a lot of these, huh? That's okay. I think I have enough with the cobblestone. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I need to replate this. Kind of forgot that I hadn't, like, actually completed these yet. Now I have, yes, okay. This, that, boom, bam. Do I have 1 more lantern? I have 2 more lanterns, sick. I want this to kind of come out to, like, here. All right, I want to get some bone meal together. I want to spruce the place up a little bit. So I'm gonna kind of just farm all of my crops, put them into the composter, get as much bone meal as I can. And then I want to do a small design for my little, I guess I'm going to refer to it like a vineyard. I kind of was really hoping to find a lush cave because I really wanted to get glowberries, and I just never did find a lush cave. Throughout all the caving I did, multiple days of caving, multiple days of mining, it never came to fruition. I guess it's just the way, you know, it's the way the... Alright, it is bedtime, let's get to sleep, let's keep working in the morning. So here's my thought process. We're going to put a small, like, little patch of these right out here. But the way that I want to do this is with a very particular design. So I'm going to go boom, boom, bam, with trapdoors out the way at the back. And then I want fences to come out on each side of this. I need, like, more of this. Wait, I like this. This is sick. And then, you know what? I'll just extend this out by 1 and place a couple more in. And we can put 1 there. Okay, and now I want to take my bone meal and I want to grass this place up. I need a lot more bone meal, and I need a clear path to my little area. So, like, this can have a path that comes out, maybe just right up this way. I know I just bone milled all this, and it doesn't make sense to be breaking it now, but here I am. There we go. Nice thick path. I guess we just collect more of our plants and bone meal them. I don't have a quicker way to get bone meal, right? I mean, I guess I could, like, wait for the nighttime and then just go buck wild on some mobs, but that feels also dumb. See how much bone meal we get from this. Okay. Not a terrible amount. That's good. Where are my leaves? Oh, I want some firefly bushes around. That'll be sick. Oh, I have so many seeds. Wait, I can get so much more bone meal. I want to go get some leaves because I think this will be a good part of our, like, path. And then I really do need a lot more slabs and a lot more trapdoors because we're going to be making some fences. We're going to make some, not fences. Fences is not what I meant to say. What I meant to say was that we're going to make a ton of lampposts. That's what I'm looking to do there. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Where's my quickest source of leaves? I guess technically it's over there, right? Where I've already been cutting down a bunch of trees. I don't really have a quicker way to get them. Let's head over here, get some real quick, and then we will use that on our path. Basically just helps to fill up any of the... Oh my goodness. Basically just helps to fill up a lot of the, like, empty space and kind of brighten the path up, which is super sick. I actually really like it. I think I've done it for, like, every path I've made on any of my 100 Days worlds, which is quite a lot of paths. I'm basically path maxing. And my shader makes oak wood look awesome, or, oh, sorry, oak leaves look really good, so I will be using those as the main portion of my path. Big old tree like this is going to be my absolute bestie, bro. Okay. I think I have enough leaves. I also grabbed some vines. I didn't even know we had any over here, but I did find some. I think they're just going to look good on the windmill, so I'm going to put them on it and hope. But I have about 2.5 stacks of leaves. I am going to put some against this. I forgot to fill this in, dude. Dang it. It's okay. I don't have time. Don't focus on the floating windmill, guys. Come on. You guys are being... Don't be stupid, boys. No need to focus on the giant floating windmill. It is chill. It's actually so chill, it's unreal how chill it is. Now, the lampposts are going to be a little bit odd, so here's my thought process. We're going to go a stripped spruce log. We can even put one right here. Followed by fence, 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 and then one more fence. I'm going to put a slab at the top with a trapdoor off to the side of each one of these, and then a lantern on both of them, like that. And then I'll just create like a super simple lamppost. And then I think once we get the lampposts in and we finish bone milling the area, we're going to be done. So this is our last day. Tomorrow is day 100. I'm going to finish decorating, and then, you know, I'll give you guys a little outro because I'm just that kind of creator. That's all our lampposts. Let's continue bone milling the surrounding area. I need like a small path right there. I'll close it off though. I need to get some like around the house a little bit. It looks just a little bit barren back here. All right. And I think that is going to call it. I think we have everything that I wanted to... Oh, hold on. There's still time. I can put some chests in this building. Hold on. Maybe I can't, actually. Looks like I'm actually all out of wood. How many chests can I make? Some barrels. I can make a single barrel. I'll make a barrel and 3 chests. Sick. Okay. I really quickly just wanted to... I didn't get my enchanting setup in here, but I can get my storage system. Wow. Hey, you know what? While we're here, let's get a frickin' floor in, boys. Ain't no reason this wonderful little spot should not have a floor. Don't pay attention to the giant hole I forgot to fill. I know, I ran out of time. You know what? You get a lantern. Boom! Alright. Guys, I think that is it for my 100 days of farming. I hope that everybody enjoyed this video. I know I had a blast. This might actually be one of my favorite builds I've done for 100 days, but also, genuinely just, I had a ton of fun, not like rushing myself, being able to kind of just relax and build something really cool. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really appreciate everybody for watching. Of course, if you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and hype the video. It helps me a ton. It's free for you, and I appreciate it immensely. I hope to see you guys in the next 100 days. Of course, as always, I'll see you later. Peace.